Welcome to Adventures of Loromir on Dragons in a Dining Room.
Far for course.
Last time we were here, the
So that's
group
kinda
found
cool.
themselves in the grove of the druid Gazmon,
Yeah.
tied up to the center of a massive tent near the tents of a large orc army. Mirin happened to impress the leader of the orc army, making the leader of the army try to figure out why he caught the eye of Malar. Vistra decided she wanted to entertain the orcish army, and in doing so also seems to have caught the ire of Alaria, the female dragonborn.
Oops.
They
Oopsie
believe they have figured out the identity of the strange person who's sleeping in the tent that they are prisoners to.
But it's probably not.
And Aloxis is on horseback racing to find her friends and see about rescuing them.
Does the horse have a name? Or am I riding through the forest on a horse with no name?
We're down the desert, and there is rain.
I said forest.
I guess you did, didn't you?
I did.
She did. So, we will pick up with Aloxis.
Hi, hello.
You have ridden from quite some distance on your horse, and it seems that there is an experiment that has crossed your mind that you wish to try.
Yeah, I am going to slow my horse and have. Oh, where's Mushu?
To slow your roll.
No, I can't. I can't without Mushu. Mushu is my pseudo dragon familiar. Hey, buddy. So I'm gonna have Mushu pop out and hey Mushu, can you take stuff with you back to your little place that you go when you're not here?
I don't know.
Let's find out. So I am going to take the little pouch that the finger bone's in, and I want to take the finger bone out and just put my ring in there, my inconsequential ring of nothingness, and I want to make a little backpack for Mushu, so it is on him.
Okay, it's a pouch. How are you going to make it a backpack?
Well, I'm going to take the string and loop it like you would with a stuffed animal. Like, didn't you do that when you were a kid? Oh. Anyway, and I'm going to have him go and then come back and see if the ring comes back with him intact.
All right. So you're tying a pouch with the ring
I have too much now.
to Mushu,
I have too
and you're
much
going
now.
to do what with him now?
I'm going to have him go to his little pocket dimension and
So
take
you're
it
going
with.
to
I want like
dismiss him.
6.
Yes.
All right.
Let's try
I
it,
want different
Mushu.
colors.
All right. So as you do this, takes you a couple moments, but
I didn't
you
even have
wrap
a
it around.
set
He
before.
very easily straps himself into this.
Good.
And
pseudo
as you
dragon.
dismiss Mushu, he
Whoop.
flies up, and as you've seen before, it's like an invisible pane of glass as he just disappears into this, including the bag on his back.
Stage 1! Mushu, have you awakened? Calling Mushu back.
And you watch as, out of the air, a small tear shows up.
A tear in the air.
Yeah. And Mushu flaps out with a little leather pouch on his back.
Alright, Mirror Mushu, I'm gonna look at it and see is the ring.
The ring is there.
Alright, Mushu, we're gonna. I am going to, I'm gonna send the finger bone with you, and it's super important.
I don't like the finger bone.
Honey. I know, but remember that black dragonborn lady that, killed you and attacked everyone that needs to die?
I'm not dead.
No. Well, I mean, it hit you with the lightning and it hurt and you had to disappear for a while.
Yeah?
Remember how we said she needs to die?
Yeah?
She needs this finger bone.
I
To
thought
hurt
you
more
said
people.
I thought you said that Gasmon needs it.
Well, she's with Gazmon. They're together.
Platonically.
Probably in the biblical sense. But they need this bone. So if you have it and take it away, they can't use it, and it'll be easier for me to kill them.
But then I can't help you.
I don't want you to get hurt again.
It's gonna happen.
I
I
know.
always come back.
But
True.
I don't want you to get hurt. This is the way you can help me the most.
I'll try.
I
Try.
love you too, buddy. Okay, so I'm gonna put the finger bone in there instead of the ring and tie it shut and like hug Mushu and love him because that was really sweet and sentimental and
Breathe.
Choking, not breathing.
not that tight. Okay, bye buddy, see you later. I'm gonna dismiss Mushu.
And you watch as he slowly flutters towards, well, away from you, and slowly but surely his entire body vanishes. The pouch with him. Am I
I
coming
feel-
through okay, Kasuma?
That comment was back when the sound was off.
That's why I'm asking, am I coming through okay now?
Okay.
I feel a little sense of loneliness and loss as I'm now alone with the horse with no name. And I continue on in the direction I believe my friends to be.
Now, it is fairly late.
The horse named Horse.
No.
It is fairly late. Are you going
Wrong
to ride
camping.
through the night, or are you going to set up camp? What are you going to do?
Oh gosh. I am going to. I don't dare sleep where I am. How far away do I think I am from?
You didn't really get good directions. You were
Right.
just told head south, but
It is coming through.
he might not have been there. Can you ask him in chat for me?
Sure.
Thank you. You didn't, as I said, you didn't get very good directions. The halfling just told you to head south. You were able to gather a little bit of information that there's the edge of the forest that's just outside Pinehurst seems to be the perimeter. No matter how far back they cut, within a week's time, it all grows back. Which is why they have such a booming business when it comes to lumber.
Gotcha.
And they figure that from the bit of surveying that they've done, the forest itself going south probably 150, 200 miles.
Oh my gosh.
So they're not sure exactly where, but there is a known druid grove. And they figure from what they've heard from some of the other druids, they travel about 2 days walk.
And I'm on horseback.
Yep.
How far in am I? Just a couple hours, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I will stop and I will rest where I am. I am going to tie the horse to a tree, curry it, feed it, and I will, I'm going to sleep in the tree above the horse. I will do my 4 hours of meditation up there. If I can find a bough. No rockabye loxy on the treetops.
Yeah, how are you going to secure yourself?
I almost said something. I'm gonna dragonfly the rope around the back of the tree
Okay.
and then just
What is dragon flying?
I don't know. Maybe you should look it up.
Okay.
So that way I can just slip my arms through, and it'll be like I'm backpacking the tree to me.
Okay. You.
So if I do slip, it should.
Yeah. So you
You're such a jerk.
tie yourself up to a tree, making Karana very, very jealous of you because she is the tree hugger.
Hi, Karana.
Maybe.
Karana couldn't be here tonight. She's feeling quite ill.
She is watching though.
Is she?
Yeah.
We miss
Okay.
your face.
She says the look that you just gave the camera says you know.
Oh, me? Whoops.
Wah, wah.
I have no idea.
Tree hugger.
It's a little flying thing, right?
Yeah, it's a style of rope,
Moving
rope
forward.
binding.
Moving forward.
The rest of the group, you have all watched
Yeah.
as Vistra has spent the past hour or so
I can't talk.
regaling the entire orcish troop
Jamming out.
about the deeds of an unknown half-orc and his escapades throughout Loromir.
Epic escapades.
Epic escapades.
Like
humble
pinning a
epic escapades.
like pinning a bird to a tree with
a trident.
With a trident, yes.
Or getting a method with a sphere.
Yeah. However, she did forget to talk about the one friend of hers who decided to launch themselves 65 feet in the air and do a sidekick driving one into the ground.
Never happened.
Okay. While this is going
Oh,
on,
there's
you
back.
also watched as Ryreed, the leader of the orcs, passed out drunk as you were finishing up your first set.
And we're there too.
You guys watched as this happened.
I can see Ryreed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I smiled at myself, and I don't let anybody see that I'm smiling. I'm thinking
Are you remembering your escapades in Ironhaven?
the several of them.
Several of them.
I bet I could beat Ryreed in the drinking contest.
And
Arm wrestling.
I
you
tried.
just had a skin of water tossed to you because your throat was becoming parched. The rest of the group, you guys had been escorted by one of the few half-orcs in the troop to stand and watch while this impromptu concert was going on. Ilaria seems to have found herself a place to perch against the great tree and has been watching this entire thing. Now that you have yourself a chance to break, what are you up to? As well as you two. What do you guys...
Well, can't really do much without causing attention because we're not supposed to be here. So, kind of just watching, passively.
Okay.
It's hard for Mirren.
I'm sure it
But-
is.
I'm behaving.
That must be
Hard for you too.
very difficult.
I'm massaging my fingers because I'm not used to metal strings.
Yeah,
So
Probably got some marks.
I
there is
Yeah.
some tenderness to your fingertips.
definitely.
I'll see your hood and I'll raise you a pseudo dragon.
Oh my god.
I'm wearing the sweatshirt, my right hoodie for this, so.
I do nothing else but watch.
What is the
Of all the times I've wanted to cause trouble, today is not the one.
This
Okay.
is not the day to do that.
This is not today.
But today is not that day.
what is the atmosphere of the orc army?
They are rowdy. The songs of the songs of valor, courage, and downright craziness that
What
you
are you
have-
looking at me for?
that you have given them, they're in a very rowdy mood.
They're in that, oh, I want to try this. I'm gonna
You
try this at
definite-
home.
You definitely see a few of them that have a new spark in their eye.
Gotcha.
Sounds
You
like they're
farted.
Sounds like
That's
they're
not what I heard.
ripe for a new leader.
Wait, what?
I heard you.
It sounds like they're ripe for a new leader.
Ooh, Vistra, leader of the orc armies.
Good luck. Do it.
Is anyone else cold?
No, just
Well,
you.
Just me.
I'm actually a little chilly, to be honest.
Check the thermostat.
It's fine. I got my jacket.
I
Here.
It's at 72.
and the furnace is on, so it's.
It could just be me too, and I also took a shower before I left.
My
So.
toes are cold.
I put slippers on. They're leopard feet.
Anyway,
Okay, sorry. Moving back.
Oh, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? What?
that kind of looked like the side I just bought. You seen
Take them
mine?
into a round and
I've
we're not
had
gonna
these
take
dice
it.
since we started Loromir. Don't even.
It's just been what, like 2 years?
Yours is like green and black, and mine's like blue and
Seriously,
black.
3 years. that
No,
you've
mine
played
are
Loromir?
silver, not black.
Well,
Yeah, I think we're
it's a
hitting.
gradient.
That's awesome.
All right, moving on, children.
Come on.
But mine's better.
What?
Oh my god.
Okay, moving forward.
Don't make me get the wooden spoon.
Squirt bomb.
Oh no! No, I'm good.
You thought he was gonna
Yes, I
squirt it?
thought that you liked that.
He scared me. Not when I'm not expecting it.
Which is
Pointing
the
a loaded
oldest-
object at you.
Oh.
Okay, what happened? There's rowdy orcs. Let's go.
I'm waiting for Vistra to give me an idea.
And this is why.
You look like you have something that's running through your mind.
I have an idea, but I don't want to die.
Well,
Well, you never know if it's a good idea or not.
Is it like tying a metal key to a kite idea, or?
Or is it
No, it's
insulting the
like
leader?
it's like coming up behind a sleeping alligator and jumping and grabbing it by the tail.
Yeah, that's not you.
you don't
That's
know.
a me thing.
You don't know that. Maybe she's had a change of heart now that she sees the entire army of orc people going, more.
More.
We want to hear more of this crazy person.
There's Hispanic?
They're Hispanic.
Hispanic works.
That was a Hispanic
That was a
accent.
very Hispanic accent. I don't
Take
know
him
where
into
that
a round
came
if we're
from.
not gonna take it.
Oh God.
The entire
No,
orc
you're
army.
Give me your
has
best D. Schneider. Bring it on.
Oh God. Okay. Oh.
Can I hear the cheering of for Vistra?
I was channeling my inner Fluffy.
I don't even know anymore.
Vistra, give us more.
It was smoother choke.
Oh.
That was close.
How's my throat feeling?
With it's a little bit tore up, but nothing serious. I mean, you're fatigued, but this isn't your first long
I
night.
whispered it.
Fair.
I know where you sleep.
Oh boy. Anyways. Oh. Am I gonna
You're
die?
also asleep.
This is true.
I don't even know.
I don't know, man. Fuzzy sound.
This is getting quite boring. I mean, you've had yourself a very long break. I would like to see.
It's been 5 minutes.
Just do something.
Work time.
Okay, I'm gonna start playing again. I'm gonna tone it down a little bit, but not much. If that makes sense.
No. You were specific.
You're working on your second set. You're trying to set the mood.
Yes.
Mm.
There. Thank you.
We know what you're saying.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You choose your songs to.
But that doesn't mean you have to stop with this idea that you're contemplating. I'm really curious to see where you're going.
I don't want to though, cause I'm scared. I don't want to die. I've worked hard on this character.
Well,
Put so much in
just
it.
remember, I don't kill characters.
Characters
kill
kill
characters.
characters.
Thanks. That makes me feel so much better. I can do up to that level. Should I roll for my performance for my second set?
Chipmunk?
Wow, that almost didn't work.
That almost didn't at all.
Yes, I think a performance might be a good idea.
Performance for my second shit.
That's what I heard. Get some
That's
Metro
almost
Bismol
what
for the
came
bard.
Wow.
Performance, that's going to be a 25.
You're
Diarrhea.
you're
Okay, you two.
you're starting off just as well as you finished your last set.
Yep.
We can't look at each other. Nope.
This happened last week.
Yep, I'm just smiling.
With the two of us too.
I didn't even contribute. I didn't even participate in this
I
one.
know.
You're here. You're participating.
You're
Okay.
Kronos says there is always something worse than character death.
Player.
Yeah. And you would know because I had you guys go through that.
I was ready to make a new character, to be honest.
I wasn't sure what to expect.
All right. So she starts playing. Can I can't hear like the cheering of orc hordes from my treetop. Can I?
Nope.
Okay.
You're still a little bit too far away.
Good. I'm good with that.
Good luck then.
The just for information's sake, the average horse, according to the books, can travel roughly 24 miles in a day. If you push it, you can hit probably 30.
Okay.
But, okay.
And
Never mind.
walking would be closer to
24 miles a day.
walking.
It's really weird. I know.
That makes
I know.
No sense.
But that's what the books say.
it doesn't even make dollars.
Wow.
What? Are you that impressed by my depth of intellect?
No.
If only you had your glasses on, you could go.
I know, but I don't. Yeah.
They're right there.
Please don't. I had a teacher like that.
You had a teacher like that?
I can't wear
You didn't even see
glasses.
what Joe was doing.
I can't wear glasses like that for very long, but
I had a, yeah.
That kind of weirds me out. It makes your face look funky.
why, thank you. I love you too.
No, Sorry, not like. It's not what I meant. You know
All right.
it.
There was a
I find your face attractive. I married it.
So you guys are listening to Bistra as she's going through a much softer set now. What are you regaling them with this time around?
I am not playing banjo music.
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 La música.
Let's use the chill off a little bit more.
I am setting up. Let's see here.
Sorry.
When I did my epic, did I sing about down in the caverns?
Which caverns?
In the with the methods and the stuff.
No, we did not talk about
I
that.
gave it mine.
Did I not talk about him turning into a half wolf?
Nope.
No, you didn't. That's,
Okay.
You haven't.
You
reached
probably don't want to sing that one
That, you haven't reached quite.
because they have that in their captivity, and it's pretty unique.
I'm going to like start like. Stop it!
Sorry.
I'm changing it from like the heroic scene to the like setup for the bad guy to come in.
Okay.
Basically, I'm playing Jaws music. Almost.
Swim, Pippin, swim.
Irreverent.
So, while she's playing her music and looking through the PHP, the two of you happen to notice that your compatriot that escorted you down from the tent seems to have wandered off.
Excellent.
He's still within eyesight of you.
Huh,
He
of me.
seems to have wandered off.
Well, I can see for miles and miles.
He seems to have wandered off to go take care of nature.
Oh, he's urinating.
Why'd you have to say that?
I knew you were going to say that.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just
That was
amused.
so
I almost just
unnecessary.
pulled.
Urinating.
No.
That's a power B.
I'm going to rage this.
up pretty quick.
You also punch a hole through the tree.
Water jet, like,
How did you know? When did you know that?
It's a pressure washer.
Would that be
ew.
force damage?
So-
We just need to stop
You
now.
guys,
It'd be necrotic.
It's sterile. It's
So you guys-
sterile being necrotic.
so you guys notice that he's wandered off to go relieve himself in the woods.
Okay.
Vistra has started her next set and seems to have the group of orcs a little bit calmer this time around, but they do still seem to be quite enraptured by the tale that you are spinning.
I'm looking around. Is there any plates or food nearby?
No, the mess tents are behind you.
But there's no rampant, just a wayward and somebody
Wayward
ate.
turkey leg.
No, there is no food just laying about. They actually seem to be fairly well regulated.
Are there any sharp objects nearby?
There's some twigs and rocks.
Are there any sharpened twigs?
No,
Okay.
but I mean, there's.
Small rocks.
This is a campsite.
Mhm.
This is a war campsite.
Yeah.
So it has been cleaned and it doesn't look like they've left anything really.
No stone unturned?
Oh, there's quite a few stones unturned, but they're really big.
Does it look like I could possibly, within my realm of being stealthy, find my way to the food area? Is it too far away?
Well, let's see how stealthy you are.
How stealthy is a half orc?
You'd be
Well, if I
surprised.
had dexterity, I could be stealthy, but I don't.
You can even have a 0 and roll a 20. Did you roll a 20?
No.
No, okay. What'd you roll? 2?
Uno plus uno. Don't look! I'm gonna go get something to eat!
I bet they'll never.
You guys will
slide
never
Cover for me! I'll be right back!
You slide down.
I can just see Mirren too. Hold on a minute. I'll be right back. Stage whispering.
Oh god, yeah.
All right, so
Do I realize I am being terribly not stealthy?
it's not even that.
Okay.
You turn, look at Navara, and you have a realization almost immediately that he's heading away. All of his body language says, "I'm taking off." And as he turns to do that, you run right into
Like face first?
the side of the tent. Which, it's not a big deal. You didn't hit anything hard, you didn't hurt yourself, trip or any of that, but you...
But it makes a ripple.
It does exactly that. You turn and all you hear is...
Do that again? It's like Dozer snoring.
Wait, did he just knock a bunch of tents down?
No, it just rippled.
If you've ever been to a carnival or you've ever been to any of the fairs where they have the nylon tents set up, if you catch one of those walls just right, it makes a really cool sound
And
as it ripples all the way down.
when I realize the stupid I just did,
Yep.
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna get back to where I was, and I'm gonna play it cool. Like,
I'm I'm
Yep.
literally just gonna go, oh my god.
that's some strong ass wind.
Did you fart?
The half
Strong
The
ass
ass
wind.
wind.
Oh, you're awful today.
the half
Not
orc
a good night for us to be screaming. You
looks over his shoulder at you two, or at you three,
And I'm playing it down. I'm just like, I'm looking around.
and even from that distance, especially with your eyes, he's just got
Clear
that
eyes.
quizzical look on his face, like, what the hell? Turns back around and continues about it.
That is a long
This is happening in roughly 45 seconds.
That's still a really long.
It depends on how much you've been drinking.
If you
Maybe
pee
he's
for
also-
45 seconds straight, there's
maybe
something
he's also
wrong.
powers.
Maybe he had to walk away from everybody to get to the trees.
Okay, I redact my analogy of orcish bathroom habits.
Evacuation complete.
Thank you.
That's just null and void.
So, there is a minor disruption
Mm-hmm.
from the crowd as you're watching,
Okay.
as a couple of them
You don't know
to
it's
your
me.
left kind of go
So wait, to my left?
to your left. It would be stage. It would be, stage left.
That way.
Yes. As you're looking out the crowd, over there.
No, okay. So from my perspective, Vistra's here and the crowd is here.
Facing that direction. I don't
Oh,
remember where the
I'm here?
Yeah, I don't know where the compass rose is.
Okay.
I know I put it on there somewhere.
I don't
Unless I
think
completely
you did.
forgot to.
I think you
I
completely
thought
forgot
you
to.
did. I could have
Okay.
swore you did.
I don't see it.
Unless, of course, you're steaming of my...
No.
No?
No,
No.
that's all trees.
No,
Anyhow.
the forest fire was not on the compass.
Okay.
Because
North...
I thought north was that way.
No, north is toward...
We don't know where north is.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, we do.
You know right where north is.
He's an annoyance.
If there was ever anything that was going to break our friendship, it's probably the north deal.
Are you serious?
No, I'm not
Oh,
serious.
okay. You had me
You're
going there for a
comparing
minute.
our
Anyhow.
friendship over a fictional dog dragon thing
North
that's trying
is
to
this
kill
way.
us?
North is towards me. So
North
you are facing west.
Okay. So
Yes.
I thought I was facing north.
No, you're facing
That's
west.
why when you said left, I was
I'm
confused.
sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I get it now.
So technically to your south. But you just see a handful of them sitting on some logs right there. All of a sudden... As that happens, you look and you happen to see Mirren, Vistra,
Another
or
weird
Mirren, Navara, and Karana standing by one of the tents watching you.
Mm-hmm.
You're not exactly sure why,
Or
but
how.
Mirren has a slightly sheepish look on his face.
He looks guilty.
And I look like I just facepalmed.
He looks like the cat that ate the canary.
He's looking sheepish because he tried to pull the wool over someone's eyes.
No.
Okay.
Bad girl.
That was a
Don't
stretch.
talk to me that way, you.
Guys,
Sorry.
Stop kidding around.
let's get goading.
We're too rammy, I'm sorry.
Holy smokes.
Anything else out of you?
Oh.
Please.
I'm trying.
I'm sorry.
You're not.
You are far from sorry.
Do you know what the word
Is
sorry
there any-
means?
Alaria's still under the big tree, right?
Yeah, she's just chilling.
Is there anybody around her?
Chilling like a villain.
She seems to be all by her lonesome.
All by herself.
Where she
And she
belongs.
seems okay with that, too.
She's chilling like
As a matter of fact, yeah, you, Karana, and Navara can see Ilaria hanging out on the ancient oak.
No.
She,
About that.
was she chilling like a villain or gelling like a felon? Sorry.
That's all the longer it lasts, though.
What do you call a school
Just
for
remember,
convicts?
boys and girls, if you get out of hand.
What do you think I did this?
I thought we had already gotten out of hand, but I guess we haven't gotten out of hand enough.
What do you call a school for inmates? Concourse!
Concourse!
Pretty cool.
So. I don't know.
Oh, it smells like vinegar.
Was that the vinegar one?
Whoops!
You just sprayed my blanket with vinegar.
Now
You should probably get rid of that before I hurt somebody.
So
Whoops.
I thought it was water.
Oh, now you give it to me.
No!
Children,
You almost squeezed the trigger when you grabbed it.
She was like,
what's that?
Nobody loves me.
I'm here. I'm good.
Okay, we're with you.
Vistra has an idea. I'm just waiting for her to complete the thought process.
I have an idea, and it's not that I need
It's
to
a
complete-
long process.
It's not.
Has it been 4 hours?
No, it has not been
It's
4
not
hours.
that I need to complete the process. It's that I need to decide if I'm going to actually do something so stupid or not.
So you need to complete the process.
So, what are you doing, Navara?
Not much. I don't want to be chained again.
You're,
I thought you were still chained up.
no way around
No.
that.
He took the
No, we're
You
free.
guys-
He took
Ooh,
the
wow.
yeah.
I can smell it. Ooh,
Yeah, thanks, guys.
not a fart.
No, that was vinegar.
It's
Oh,
it
God.
smells like salt and vinegar chips in here now.
The smell is oppressive.
Well, for anyone without smell-o-vision, just open a bag of salt and vinegar and inhale.
Sorry about that. I honestly thought it was water.
But what kind of just straight white vinegar?
I was using it for cleaning in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to come back to me. I'm loading.
Well,
I'm loading.
I mean,
There's no
Why
Kind of.
don't you go to her for a little bit then?
She's asleep.
I'm meditating for 4 hours.
Because neither one of us. I mean, you want me to make a scene? I can make a scene.
Oh God, please don't.
Right now, the story kind of hinges on what you're gonna do tonight.
I mean, I could cast that instead.
I'm literally at a point where you're the one who's going to be dictating what happens
I don't
next.
know.
I hate to put everything on. No, I don't.
No, you don't.
I don't want to kill the party, and if I do this and it doesn't work, then I'll kill the party.
I'm on my way.
This is too much pressure.
Tell everybody I'm on my way.
Don't distract the bard.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'm perfectly okay with it making a new character.
I'm not.
I'm not.
But you guys have to remember that in D&D, death is never the end.
I know.
I like
Unless
this character.
you've been 100% completely vaporized.
Nope, not
And
anymore.
even then, Wish can
Wish.
still bring you back.
Okay, so
I'm gonna try something really stupid, and this is gonna backfire, and I'm sorry.
okay.
I like stupid.
Don't say
I-
that. You married me.
Am going
It's
to
not
use
always about you.
inspired words,
Okay.
It's not. He's not calling you stupid.
I know. I was being
and I'm gonna
facetious.
attempt to cast sleep on Alaria
Oh,
as a 4th level spell.
You have my attention.
holy.
How?
How are you
Go to
going,
sleep!
How are you going to incorporate your sleep spell
I was like scanning.
into your
Can I please have the
performance?
bowl back? Thank you.
The
How am I
road,
going
ladies
to
and
start?
gentlemen.
How am I gonna start?
How are you going to incorporate that spell into your music? Because the words of the spell are definitely not the same as telling the tale of a half-orc pinning methods to walls and smashing mud methods all over people's faces.
Okay.
However,
That was the fun part.
if I transition into said half orc sleeping the long sleep in a stone wall,
There's also something else.
yeah,
And this is one of those things that I haven't really approached with you guys when it comes to spells and whatnot, because it's never been a big deal. Magic has a resonance to it. Think about all of the mediums that we've ever watched. There is something special about the words that go into your spells.
Yeah.
It's a particular language.
And a spellcaster
In your
knows that
case,
spell.
because you're a bard,
yeah.
it is something that can be done via word or via instrument. So you have a few different ways of doing this, but it does change. So how do you intend on hiding it?
I'm going to transition into talking about Murin's death.
Okay.
So it's going to become very somber and... No.
That's what somber means.
Thank you.
I know that's what it means.
It's going to become very somber and...
Sad.
Solemn, like there's a lull. There's the.
Hey.
I'm not there.
No, I can't say that because she said it.
You can say it.
Very somber and sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be that,
Alright.
like, yeah.
Soothing, calming,
So now
serenading.
I need you to do something a little bit different.
Okay.
I need you
Sleight of mouth.
to roll a deception.
Deception.
Sleight of mouth.
Sleight of mouth.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
To disguise the fact that you're casting a spell in the middle of singing.
La la la, I'm not
If
casting
anyone
a
can do
spell.
it, you can.
Ooh,
That's not bad.
That's really quite good.
23.
Nice.
Because thank God my deception is 7.
That's something, not to throw this way off, but the way magic works
Mm-hmm.
is something that what I'm writing is heavily influenced by.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes into people needing to say power words and move their hands.
Mhm.
Somatic and verbal.
I remember.
Verbal.
Vocal.
Somatic and verbal.
So
Mix between vocal and verbal.
That
you
was
start
special.
singing. You start singing this new piece of the set,
And now I
winding it down,
Look right at me.
talking about how this half-orc found himself teleported to a new plane and buried inside stone.
What are you looking at me for?
Because we're talking about you.
They don't know that.
No, but I do, because I'm the DM. I know everything.
And yes, you do.
It's my world. I know everything.
I know. That's why I'm not arguing for once.
And you watch as
For once.
Alaria starts to fade.
Wait, I don't
Okay.
even have to roll.
Her
Sweet.
head. It's a level 4 sleep spell.
It's 11d8. I kind of wanted to roll.
Go ahead. Give
11?
Yeah.
Give me the numbers, sweetie.
There's one.
True.
Here, I got you covered.
Here.
Oh, jeez.
No, like really, I got you covered. Here.
Wait, how many is that?
That's 5, and I'm.
So we're up to 8.
8.
Okay, I have some more too. 9.
I have more.
You know I should have kept these out.
And this, folks, is why the sleep spell is usually
10.
underrated.
Well, it's completely different this version. You got him.
We got it?
Yeah.
Do it, do it, do it.
Which, no, because I wanted to roll, I'm gonna fail.
You're not
Don't
going to
say
fail.
that.
All ones.
Don't say
Do you know the chance of that happening?
With my
Extremely
luck.
slim.
11 times.
Roll.
Yeah, okay.
Just roll.
With my luck?
Just.
If that was your luck, you need to get Powerball.
That's not bad.
That's a lot.
I see a lot of 6s and a lot and an 8.
1, 2, 3,
Shut
4.
up.
I still have a squirt bottle somewhere.
Please do not squirt that. I'm.
You're gonna smell it.
That smell is just now going away.
I actually only rolled 1 1.
That is
Woo!
good.
So let's see here. That's 8, 16.
24.
I will squirt you.
Please, if it's just regular water, fine.
This is your
See
final
here.
warning. It's knitting needles.
Hey,
I can only
honey.
stab you with these.
24.
What?
30.
No.
I'm not going to, but he doesn't know that.
Oh,
He
nope.
does now.
40.
Roll me
49.
roll me an insight.
49.
49.
As I was
4
saying.
D9.
As I was saying. You watch
D9.
as Alaria leaning back on this tree stump. Or this tree.
Yeah.
Her
Yes.
head starts to drop down. And she appears to be sleeping.
She appears.
I hope so.
She appears to be sleeping. Keywords.
I cast Barbarian Rage at a 4th level spell.
That would be awesome.
Your head explodes.
The brain matter's even mad.
The brain's like.
It's like a
The
mad
intellect devourer gets rabies.
All right, 1 second. Intellect devourer gets.
There's got to be intellect to devour, though.
Okay.
You look at me every time I grab cheese and snow. Make sure you don't take your bowl.
Unidentifiable cheese squares.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Okay, so that hasn't totally backfired on me yet.
Yep.
Make these it's cheese.
Huh.
Unidentifiable cheese square snacks. Baked.
confections.
They taste good.
What are you doing?
Wouldn't you like to know?
This is all on camera. You watch that look later.
People are gonna make a gif out of that, and that's gonna be my married life.
Awesome. That'd be awesome if
I
that
married
happened.
that.
Yeah, I know. That'd be still be awesome.
And are you having second thoughts?
And
A little
third,
late for
and
that
fourth,
now.
and fifth.
That's okay. His profile pic for my phone, like his
Is
contact
still me
picture,
chewing on my sandal.
is still
or
you
slipper?
chewing on your slipper.
Yeah.
Because that's
I
not
think
totally
that-
weird.
Mine's him wearing the little polar bear hat with the fuzzball in his mouth.
Yeah.
So I guess this is normal for him.
Yeah.
I had fair warning. I just ignored the signs.
Yep.
Women heed my words. Don't wait till it's too late. Identify the signs now.
Jeez.
I love you.
Are you sure?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I am very happy, so yeah. Do something, Vestra.
This necklace.
She's waiting, I think.
I gave her the description.
So she falls asleep.
Yeah, her head is hung down. She's on one of the large roots that comes out. The way she's on this thing, it looks like she's turned it into her own personal daybed.
She probably has.
And she's just,
I still think she's not a dragonborn. Then
Well, she's not an elf. Sorry. Outside voice.
I
Or half elf. Not elf or half elf.
Don't tell the elf.
want to cast
So I can tell
minor illusion on myself. See here.
Yes, they work so much.
Why'd he roll? That makes me so nervous.
Just do what you're gonna do.
I'm going to cast minor illusion on myself to cast the image of me still playing, standing on that platform. And I'm going to try and sneak off the platform.
Oh boy.
That.
Shush.
Sorry.
You are not there. So you're
Quick,
going to
hand me an
cast.
unidentified cheese square.
Baked cheese square snack.
You're just going to keep adding
Yes.
adjectives.
Unidentified baked cheese square
Snack.
snack.
Yep.
Salted baked cheese.
Yes, salted.
There you go.
Orange.
As
Or
you
salted cheese.
cast your
Orange.
spell,
Yo.
Partially damaged.
you create a really
Mailing damage.
Put it back up here.
Stolen baked orange salted cheese square
Baked
snack.
snacks.
Unidentified.
Unidentified.
Nope, I'm out.
you start to move,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden you hear from the back, "There's two of her,
Oh shit.
but one of them's hard to see."
Oh shit.
Do you want me to save you? No, there's not!
Huh?
Roll deception.
Wait, no, don't. You guys need to roll
Finish the song.
Actually, yeah,
wisdom.
you guys need to make the save.
Okay.
It's
DC.
no, it's int save.
Intelligence save?
Intelligence save, yes.
Well, actually, no, it's not. Actually, it's technically an investigation check.
But it starts immediately
14.
as an intelligence, just to know if you can catch it.
14.
Yeah.
You fail.
Straight
Yes, there is!
Straight intelligence.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Actually, no. You see one of her, and it's starting
Yeah,
to act
16.
weird.
16. You see.
They
you
look
see
both.
through it.
They
I
look
see
both
through it?
solid to you. This guy said one of them's hard to see,
Oh.
And I see right through it.
which makes it so that there's two of them. One of them's hard to see. When an illusion is caught, it becomes translucent.
Yes.
So you can still see it.
But it's translucent and you recognize it as an illusion. No, there's not. There's two of them. But no, the other one's kind of hard to see. No, there's two of them. And you start watching as these orcs who have been wound up
Oh god.
to a tizzy,
Oh god.
listening to the epic tales that you have been spinning, and then brought down to their lowest of lows at the death of this heroic individual, are now angry at each other, and you finally hear and see as one of them, I said she's hard to see! Boom!
Congrats.
And
I'm
just
reading mushroom.
drills.
Yes,
The orc next to
yes, yes,
You
yes.
have, for all intents and purposes, just created an orcish bar brawl.
Oh god.
They are fighting in front of you.
Okay.
Dad says looks good.
Breathe.
Overall volume is a bit quiet.
Oh, did you text or is it in the
He
chat?
texted me.
Okay.
Alright.
Breathe.
I am breathing. That's the problem.
Stop breathing.
I increased the gain on the mic. Hopefully that helps.
We probably do to speak louder too.
Well,
I suppose we are being kind of quiet.
We're being quieter than we normally are. I just asked if it was better. I just have to wait for.
yeah, I mean, there wasn't much more I could give on the gains,
Yeah.
so I don't expect a huge difference.
Okay.
So in front of me, Bedlam erupts.
The entire place is now going crazy. There is orc throwing orc around, punches, kicks, biting. There is a brawl happening in front of you. There are close to 36 to 40 orcs beating the snot out of each other in front of you.
Oh boy. I'm gonna attempt to get over to my friends.
As you do that, you notice, you guys, well, I think it's time that we, got you guys back to your tent.
No, I want to be part of this.
No. You are prisoners. If you get caught out here, that would be a bad thing.
Alright.
It'd be worse for you, I think, being caught in this fray.
I could knock a few of them out.
I'm sure you could. But I'd prefer that, that and it'd probably be my ass on the line.
Okay. Since you helped us, I'll do it for you.
I appreciate that.
I will behave. I
So-
will listen.
He turns and kind of points you guys toward the tent. And you guys
I got
wander.
like 3 hours left.
You, as you start to walk off stage, you notice that the half-orc that had escorted you guys earlier is now walking the three of them back towards your tent.
Crap. I'm gonna attempt to catch up.
That's not too hard.
Okay.
There's quite the din going on.
Even with my short little dwarf legs.
They're not running.
Okay.
They're just walking. So
Christopher walking?
Yes.
He said it's the same.
Okay, thank you.
The same.
Yeah.
And
Better
it's,
overall volume.
once I can get the money for it, I'm gonna be grabbing a better one. But yeah, you managed to catch up just fine.
And mustard.
With some horseradish too.
Ew.
That was some really good playing, little lady.
Thank you.
Do you recognize anything about that person she was thinking about?
No,
No?
no.
No?
They're there.
If you were that much of an epic character, then there'd be no way we could catch you like we have.
Maybe I
I just
Let it
smile.
go.
Smile and wave. Do you want to find out?
Just
Mirror.
Maybe tomorrow once everything settles down.
Oh, after we're all dead, okay.
Oh, I don't think you'll die tomorrow.
maybe the next day, but not tomorrow.
I thought, never mind. I'm not there.
Not
You
there.
catch on to this thing.
I'm a smart cookie.
And
Sometimes.
bringing you in, rather than tying you guys so you're standing, he lets you guys all sit down and winds the rope between all of your wrists around the central pylon of the tent, so that if one of you moves, all three of you can feel them pulling.
Oh.
Oh, this will be fun.
Yeah!
You suck.
Gave me the control.
You are all sitting with your back to the post, your hands behind you, and the ropes are intertwined between all four of your wrists, making one long, concentric.
Where are you?
Hmm?
He's over there.
He says he
Pretending
thinks
to
it's a
sleep.
server that's a little choppy tonight.
It's possible. That and the microphone fell last weekend.
True.
When?
In the middle of the night, we woke
Yeah.
up to a large
Okay.
crash.
I was like, I don't remember it falling during my campaign.
Sunday night, all of a sudden, we heard wham!
Like, we got up, we were grabbing stuff, and
Like, of course you two would go for Marshall or something.
But
Us
Here, do you
never.
want some of the last unidentifiable baked salted cheese squares? And cheese
Crimped.
square dust?
Crimped cheese squares.
Yes, they are crimped.
so you guys are now in your tent,
Snacks.
resting up. Your throat is a little bit sore, but you did manage to start a riot.
Let's.
She beats you to it.
Sticking up, please. Just, yeah, thanks.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys are there. Alexis,
Yes.
we're going to hit the fast forward button just a little bit,
Okay.
right? And about 4 hours has passed.
You can try this again.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Not right now.
That's how we all get
I
in
wake
trouble.
up and untie myself from the tree and look around to see if my horse and everything else looks
Everybody seems fine.
okay. I'm gonna feed the horse, hop on, and I've had my 4 hours rest. I'm gonna go until I think. Does my horse still look okay?
Mhm.
Okay.
You haven't said that you're riding the horse hard.
No,
So-
I'm trying to make good time, but I'm not gonna push him because if I get in a bad situation, I need to get out of Dodge. I'd like to, yeah.
Keeping him at a nice trot.
When I do think I'm getting, oh my gosh, hiccups, go away. I want to pay attention to the woods around me. I mean, do I see any suspicious animals watching me?
Any Norths?
That look.
It could be a crow.
Roll a perception.
Percival. Percival.
Oh, cool beans.
No, I don't think one of the.
That'd be a 25.
There are, especially with your warlock eyes, there are
Look with your warlock eyes.
there are quite a number of
My pact.
I will stab you.
I'm sorry. Hey, I identified cheese square snack.
salted.
Here, I don't want it.
Dang it! I missed.
Why would I eat
I
it?
see.
You see a lot of animals moving about.
Was that the whole box?
They're,
No, there's more unidentified cheese
There's
squares.
nothing. There's nothing strange about it though.
Imprinted.
You see the
Okay.
owls, you see the badgers, you see the different night critters. You actually do see a
Do you
couple
want
of
more?
wolves
I don't want any more.
wandering around,
You
but
can have
None
rest
of them
of
with the big white
no,
face
you do not
red
see.
or-
You do not
Huh?
see the hand print. No.
Okay.
It's a little too salty.
Do I feel like I'm getting closer to where they said this giant tree was in the grove?
You feel like you're heading south.
Okay.
They call it the Gulthias.
The Gulthias.
Then I'm just gonna keep going. If I get to a point where I feel like I'm getting close to the grove, then I will do pass without trace, but I want to get considerably closer first.
How would you know if you're getting closer to the grove?
Well, if
Trees.
it's that giant of a tree, shouldn't I be able to... I mean, shouldn't it be...
Obvious.
No.
Like Inuyasha's tree. Kagome can see it from anywhere in Japan.
Kagome can see a lot. Never mind.
I...
There's a lot of Inuyasha's things that she can see.
You are.
I want to...
I like how that took a second for you to settle in your
Okay.
head.
I want... How high are the trees in this forest? Like,
Now that you've gotten significantly deeper into this forest, the trees are huge.
okay,
You're talking 30, 40 feet
so
in height.
what I'm thinking is, if I climbed a tree and looked around, would I be able to see over some of the other trees to figure out where this large one is? I'm gonna try that.
Okay. Now, mind you, this will be the equivalent of trying to climb one of the redwood trees in California. This thing is 15, 20 feet in diameter, 30, 40 feet in height.
I should
Actually, I
have...
think they're bigger.
I was about to say, if that tree is that big around.
Okay, then just... I'm
They're
gonna keep
closer
going.
to 6 feet in diameter.
I'm just gonna keep going.
And they just get thicker as you keep going in.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. So you're not going to climb a tree?
Oh my gosh. No, I'm not gonna go...
Are you contagious?
I don't know.
You'll find out.
No.
Well, I could do that.
There's lots of things you could do. I cannot figure out where that silly thing
Why
is.
not do that?
It's because all the rest, all the rest of the charms I put in the back.
No, I'm
So
just
it's
gonna keep
not-
going. But I'm gonna look for any signs that others have come this way. I mean, the guy at the library said they had an orc army, so if an orc army came through here, I should be able to see.
Traces of some orc feet.
Right, or
Orc
loincloth
footprints.
shreds or something.
Yes, because they wear cleats.
Look, this is Orc brand cleats. Also size 14.
That's the smallest one.
But
Baby-
you know what I
baby
mean? There
orcs.
should be some.
Okay. You guys, having been tied up in the tent,
How?
are a little uncomfortable from the position you're in.
A little.
But if you wanted to, I'm sure you could find some sleep. However, you don't get very much.
Because
From across the tent, you hear somebody start muttering. I need you guys to play along for another day.
who are you?
I'm the guy who's going to help you get out of here.
Really?
Yeah.
With those irons on.
What irons?
Leg gas.
See, I gave a fake gasp, you gave a real gasp. I was like,
I'm not there, so
So you shouldn't be gasping at all.
don't tell me how to live my life.
Children.
Youngest and most adulty. Wait, no.
Do we
I'm
have
not
one
that.
more day?
Yeah. I don't see why not. They haven't killed you yet, which means there's probably something else that they're waiting for, and I'm guessing it's Loxus.
Eric, I
Wait,
don't
who?
know if you can hear me,
How do you?
but
how do
I'm
you-
gonna go try and rescue the group.
Oh.
I think I found their spot.
Oh, you know her name.
Yes, I do.
What's my
You're
name?
Mirren.
You know my name. What's her name?
I also,
Wait, I can't do that. What's her name?
I also know Eric, Zmina. I know
Oh,
all of them.
he knows Eric. It's not Eric. You're not Eric, are you?
Oh my gosh. I'm not there, but if I was, I'd kick you.
If you know my name, you should have known it would be like this.
To be fair, we also said our names out loud when we got here.
But how would he know Eric and Alexis?
Because we said those names.
We never said Eric.
Oh.
No, we never said Eric.
I think Alexis' name got mentioned once.
Maybe.
But yes, I would.
Okay, so what do we need to do?
Well, I'm guessing come tomorrow they're going to put you to work.
I can
That's
do
not
that.
very nice.
Well, it's better than dying.
Fair enough. I would rather.
I think I earned my keep tonight.
I once outplowed a plow horse.
That would have been interesting to see.
It was.
You
It
should.
was when we were in Telmond.
It wasn't in Telmond, is it?
Well, it was just outside of Telmond.
I'm not there. Never mind.
You said that about 8 times.
It's really hard. I was gonna say don't shush me, but he's the only one who can shush me. So.
See, I wasn't gonna test it. I wanted to, but I wasn't gonna test it.
She's got needles and she's a very good thrower.
I'm going to be able to get you guys free, but I'm waiting.
Just not even for your eyes.
I'm waiting for some help to show up. However, if you guys can do anything to disrupt,
Let him finish.
if you guys can do anything to disrupt
What were you about to do?
ranks, that would be absolutely fantastic.
Oh.
However, I do not want any of the orcs or half-orcs killed.
I got this.
Oops.
They are going to be,
Well, they're gonna follow me, so.
well, if you can pull that stunt off, all the more power to you.
They almost are ready to.
Again, if you have the power to pull that off, outstanding. Though I hope you do understand that you are going to have to prove to all of the orcs that you are more powerful than Ryreed and Gazmon,
Well, according to Ryreed, I'm already more powerful than Gazmon.
which makes you a threat to him.
Oh.
A threat that he probably wants to eliminate.
So starting a giant orc brawl.
Oh, that's nothing. That happens all the time.
I mean, they're orcs.
Okay, fair.
They are an eccentric bunch.
So is that a good thing then?
I'm sure they will be talking about it for weeks and
No.
months to come.
I've got this tomorrow as soon as they put me to work. Trust me.
Oh boy.
You have no idea.
Do not get yourself killed.
I won't get killed.
Otherwise, I will be quite upset. I need
Oh.
you guys' help.
You'd weep over my death?
I didn't say that. I said
Oh.
I'd be upset.
He cried? No.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
Quit cutting the onions from 5 miles away.
Guess who's not there?
You are within stabbing distance of those needles. And she's got the bottle of vinegar.
Get some sleep. Get your rest. And yes, please cause some disruption, cause some unrest, cause some dissent.
Disruption is my middle name.
And if you can drive a wedge between them and those foul druids, all the more.
Ooh, I have an objective.
Fowl? F-O-W-L? Or...
Not there.
Sorry.
But again, do not get yourselves killed.
I'm good at that. I've already tried once.
I've been shot at by a crossbow already, so I...
But have you died?
No!
Okay. There's only one of us who
Well,
have.
there was that time I took a crossbow bolt to the shoulder.
Yes, and you will never let us forget that.
Well, yeah, it was your guys'. It
Did
was
you
your
die?
guys' fault.
Did you die?
I could have.
I did.
I'm not there, but I almost died when you hit me with an axe.
Ooh, shots
Very
fired.
much not there. Thank you very little.
Back to the game now.
Hey, I almost died from that demon thing we fought in Narthen.
Yeah, that thing was just...
But
apparently because
only
I
one of
didn't
us
die-
have actually died.
But
But-
you're not dead.
I know.
Then,
But
then you didn't die.
I crossed the border.
Oh, but you didn't die because you're not dead.
I'm undead.
Well, then
He's
we're gonna
a
have to kill
zombie.
you.
Where's Oriana?
Brains. Urgh. I'm gonna moan like a zombie for the next hour.
I didn't see it. My phone's over there. What?
I've only said it about 10 times.
What?
So shall we take account how many times Loxus has to be say or be told you're not there?
It is.
If it was anyone else, I'd be mad, but it's
We have
you.
sticky notes. We can keep count.
I've already said it 6 times.
So,
But who's counting?
Not there.
what would you...
I'll have Mushu bite your butt.
Is there anything that you guys have... I mean, Mirren, it looks like you've already got...
Wait, what? Hang on.
Mirren, what?
I'm sorry, Joe. What? Did you just say?
She said, I'll have you bite your butt. And I said, he'd probably die.
Yes, definitely a drinking game. Get the shots right.
Shots fired.
I know. So, Mirren, you said that you have something that you're planning for tomorrow?
No, just nuisance is my middle name. I can be a
Okay,
nuisance.
so you're just going to improvise?
Oh, I'm gonna cause hell on accident.
Okay.
It'll all be an accident.
Okay. Vistra, do you have anything planned for tomorrow? Or are you just going to ad-lib this?
That depends on if I can talk tomorrow.
Yeah, you have a good point there. Navara, I'd say keep your head down. They already don't like you.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. I almost got. Well, I did get chained up once, and they said
There's a
I'd end up
reason that
like
I'm,
you.
there's a reason that I'm wearing shackles.
And they said if I'm not careful, I'm gonna end up
'Cause you
being
like the way
chained
they
up
look.
like you are.
They are very fashionable.
Yeah, they said I would be chained up like you if I don't behave. So I don't plan on that. So yeah, I'll keep my head low. I'll let him do the disrupting. He's good at that.
Riding through the forest on a horse with no name. Because I'm not there. Just so Mel can
Hey,
take
guess
a
what?
shot. What?
Not there.
And that would be count number 8.
This had to be told, not saying it just for
So,
yes.
are you
shiggles.
guys just going to rest for the night, or do you guys want to talk about plans of what you're going to do tomorrow?
Whatever.
I'm passing out.
Whatever job they're gonna have me do, I have the. It'll. Trust me, I got this
Okay.
all handled.
Okay, I am curious to see what you come up with.
I can pretend to be stupid because I'm pretty stupid.
With that +1 intelligence?
Mm-hmm.
That's me.
So,
It's pretty bad.
you guys
Yes.
lay down for your rest.
I only have a 12 wisdom.
So
I have a 14 wisdom.
I have a
12 means better than average.
I know I might be a little bit smart, but I'm also not that. I'm like, okay.
Better than average.
My stats are good, but I'm pretending to be stupid.
Exactly.
Can we see who's watching if they don't say anything in chat?
No,
Or just not on the phone?
because if they don't have an account, they don't show up in the list.
We can
It'll-
only...
I thought they had to have an account to watch.
No.
Oh. Sorry.
It'll show up in the
You-
view count.
Not always.
making your way through the forest.
Really?
Yes.
And night has very much set. The canopy of the forest is getting thick enough that it is, even at twilight, it's even darker yet. You're in almost pitch black.
Okay,
The
so
only thing saving you from disaster is your
my devil's
special
sight.
eyes.
How's my horse faring though?
The
Look with your
horse-
special eyes.
The horse seems to be...
Not
Hey,
there.
Guys, not there.
I said it before you did.
I know.
But it doesn't count because it's not. We're not a losses. So.
You are... Your horse is trusting your guidance now.
Okay, so I'm riding with my knees.
Mhm.
Okay.
You're the GPS.
I would like to name the horse David. There was a conversation earlier. I have Brutus, I have Pixie, I have the mouse Goliath, so now the horse has to be David. Someone else gave me the idea.
Are you going to throw a horse at a mouse? That is just not nice.
No, but the horse definitely has the advantage even with the wrong name.
Oh boy. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I am going to use my Devil's Sight to my advantage to look around and just make sure that nothing seems to be watching / following me,
I
and I
saw
am going
that.
to try and reach out to Eric via my little sending stone.
What you were saying earlier?
Yeah, like I think I'm getting close to where everyone's being held. I'm gonna try and stage a rescue. I'm feeling really blind. If I die, I'm sorry for all the shenanigans. And tell Zamina that I will haunt her because she was supposed to give me lessons on womanizing.
You know, topical prayers.
Topical priorities.
I think you got that wrong.
I did on purpose.
Okay, good.
I was just waiting.
So as you make your way through the woods,
Riding fast. Trees
you
past. And we're campbound. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
not there.
I'm gonna give this back to you.
No, not the vinegar
Because-
water. If you put regular water in it, fine.
Nope. He's got the power. Dun 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 dun.
I need you to roll another perception.
17.
17?
Yeah.
17.
Is that Caden?
That's Caden.
Shh. You're fine.
The stream ghosts.
The stream goes.
The
The peanut gallery.
horse starts to act a little bit skittish.
I slow down and pay attention closely.
To
But
the horse.
it's more along the lines, and you've been around horses enough. There's something. The horse can't tell what it is, but the horse knows there's something.
Okay.
And it's every time it starts to really tense up and feel skittish, it starts to move. And it's just doing one of these things. It's kind of meandering, trying to figure out where safe is. The only thing that's stopping it from really bolting is the fact that you are there.
Gotcha. I'm gonna keep petting it and
Mm-hmm.
whispering sweet nothings to David, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm really paying attention to see if there's anything.
You can't see anything.
But he wasn't skittish before,
No.
and I feel like it's more than the fact that it's just dark.
Careless whispers.
Do I have crawlies on the back of my neck at all?
Oh, look, a crawly.
What is it?
All you know right now is the
Period.
horse is acting very nervous, very timid, when 5 minutes ago it was just fine.
I'm kind of monopolizing the stack here.
I am going
I
to
know.
stop the horse,
Okay.
pet it, and I'm just gonna say conversation
Because that would be
tone.
too smart.
Come out. I know you're watching me.
It's fine.
Still waiting.
That trick only works in Iblis.
Right.
Hold on. I got this.
Not there.
Yeah, that doesn't work. All right. Have it your way. Tell your boss I'm on my way to see him. Gazmon will have his audience with me soon enough. And just keep walking the horse.
Okay.
Judge Judy.
As you continue,
You guys are awful tonight.
as you continue,
That's not just.
the kind of
It's me when you
nervous meanderings of the horse continue, and you can tell that some of the movement is overriding your command,
Okay.
but it's not anything severe. It's not like you want to go left and Dave takes off to the right.
Okay.
That's the actual name.
Can
okay?
I stop and look around again and see if I can see anything that I couldn't before.
Okay.
Now that it's been a little bit.
Been a while.
That doesn't help me too much more. That's still only a 15.
Been a while.
Wait, did you say only a 50?
15.
Is that
Okay.
6 or a 9?
Well, I didn't see what she rolled, so she could have rolled percentile.
There is no way she's got a plus 30.
She could have rolled percentile.
On accident. No. But I'm definitely, I mean, I don't know what else I can, other than I'm gonna mutter up to the Grey that, hey, I'm going into the lion's den. If this goes south, I'm sorry.
I can't say anything.
It is going south, honey. That's the direction you're headed.
That's what I wanted to say.
If this all goes wrong and I die, I'm sorry. And please make me strong enough to smite Mirren and his snarkiness. I don't know why I thought of that riding this horse in the middle of the forest, but there it is.
As you're muttering to yourself like the crazy cat lady you are,
Crazy horse lady. There's a difference.
cat lady, there actually starts to become an animal trail,
Okay.
and David starts to walk the animal trail.
Is it still heading in the direction of...
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to go with it.
And, I mean, there doesn't seem to be anything, again, nothing really dangerous out there, but David is quite skittish. You travel this direction, and how far do you plan on traveling before you come to a stop?
Well, I'm trying to figure, because you said it was quite late.
Yeah, we're talking like 2 in the morning.
Yeah, but I mean, hang on, I'm getting there. It was quite late, and then I meditated for 4 hours.
Right, it's 2 in the morning.
It's 2 well, then it wasn't late when I stopped.
You don't consider
That would
10 o'clock
only
late?
No.
But isn't it kind of fall? Like, what's the season?
Yes, it's fall. We're talking August,
I'm
September
not a cat
area.
lady, I'm a crazy pit bull lady.
Irrelevant.
Okay, so it's late summer, early fall.
Oh yeah, it's
So
fall.
I know, when you said quite late, I was thinking like midnight, so when I got up it'd be like 4 in the morning. That was my mistake, otherwise I would have kept going earlier. Alright, I guess I will... Are there any like little clearings or anything to the side?
Not yet. You just started to walk the trail.
Alright, I'll go a little bit further. If I see a clearing, I'll stop and give Dave a rest. And
You don't quite make it to a clearing before you give Dave a rest.
Uh-oh.
You actually come across a small stream.
Okay. I will stop. I'll give Dave a rest. Let him horse nap for a couple hours.
Horse nap.
Curry him.
And what are you going to do for those couple hours?
Horse nap.
I am going to
Tie yourself to a tree.
She's
plot
not
on
that
how to
bad.
kill Mirren.
You already tried that one.
I'm gonna pray to whatever deity will listen. And try and
Okay. Is that the one you prayed to that gave you powers?
just that this will work. I'm gonna try and get a hold of Perrin's with my sending stone. And you said the Grey wasn't a deity. Unless that was a misspeak.
Roughly 4 o'clock in the morning now. And you call out across the sending stone to Perrin.
Just to Perrin. Perrin, sorry it's early. Are you awake? Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone.
Okay.
had a decent. Like, he seemed less skittish, a little more reassured now that he's had water. And I'm gonna perceive again, if I may.
Okay.
There we go. 27. Nothing?
Nope.
There is nothing.
Nothing that you see.
And he's still skittish.
Yep.
Dude, you're making me skittish. You gotta stop. I'm just gonna reassure him as best I can, and sunrise should be pretty soonish, shouldn't it? I mean, I'm gonna rest, I'm gonna do some stretches, run through some of my monk patterns, keep my muscles loose and awake from not getting stiff from riding.
Okay, so a couple hours passes.
Okay. Ochung.
Ochung?
Ochung.
Okay.
And then hop on Dave and
Hey, Nagara,
keep going.
not there.
It's a me versus them counter now.
That's why I stopped.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna...
As you continue down this path,
Does it kind of follow the stream at all, by chance?
for a little ways,
So I'm thinking they would need water if they're in a camp.
it more intersects than it does follow.
Okay.
It has enough foliage eaten and torn up that you know it's a common place that animals water.
Gotcha.
Better.
5.
5 what? Oh. I wasn't really trying, you know?
That's what they all say.
So you do make some more distance, and as the sun starts to rise, again, being that this is fall, it rises just a little bit later in the morning.
Right.
You're guessing it's probably going on 6:30, 7 o'clock because of how late it's getting. The 4 of you in the tent find yourselves rustled awake, and all of you feel a bit of a chill in the air. Fall definitely is on its way.
Fall is
You
coming.
know nothing, Jon Snow.
And the 4 of you are untied. The half-orc that has become your keeper
Pork.
is the one who's doing the untying yet again. Well, it seems that today you guys are going to be put to work.
What kind of work?
Oh,
Dang.
that depends on what you're good at. You'll be carrying things then.
Can do.
You will be in the mess tent then. So will you.
You get to have a mess.
Okay.
And this one, we're going to have working on shucking the grains.
She talking? Is it talking?
He's talking to Karana.
Piranha.
Karana's going to be shucking grains.
Oh, fun.
Have fun, Karana.
Going to the threshing floor?
Yep.
Fleshing?
Threshing,
floor.
fleshing. Unidentified
It's
big
a fleshing
snack.
floor if you're a necromancer.
Okay.
Oh.
Sorry.
Hey, guess what? Not
Not
there.
there.
Hey, Gabs, do you think she'll meet Boaz?
Oof.
No, but she might meet Gideon.
They're not.
Near top.
What?
It's near top.
I
Not
love
there,
you
they're
too.
So, you guys are escorted out of your tent, and as you start getting to the main encampment, the first person taken off is Karana. You see as one of the orcs grabs her almost. His hand large enough to engulf her head and shoulders as he goes, "You're coming with me."
Bye, Karana.
Karana's says I can shapeshift.
Yes, I know you can, but you're not here. Nyeh. I'm giving Angela your character, so
I think
things
Karana
will
meant
need to happen.
is meaning to say that to the person asking.
Karana voice. I can
I can
shapeshift
yes.
Oh.
from the inside of the hand.
Yep.
Welcome,
No, I think that
It was
was
before all
delayed.
this
It was.
happened.
Yeah, that I
Oh.
think, like I just said, I think she's trying to say
Right,
that.
and this is us agreeing with you.
Thank you.
Next one, the next ones to be
No.
the next ones to be escorted away are the two of you, as you see a very stained, aproned orc. Oh, ladies, you get to help me with the kitchen. Come on.
At least he's polite.
I'm fairly good at a knife.
So am I.
I know.
Oh boy.
As he was the one who almost took your hand off the other night. Was it yours?
It was Viren's.
It was yours.
Aaron's.
Okay.
I remember.
No, I got shot at.
And right.
I'll arm wrestle you for a good meal tonight.
Do your work well and you'll be fed better. You are being
Damn it.
conscripted into our army now.
Oh, lovely.
This is internal. Next thing I know what to say.
Okay.
This is not external. Do I want to get fed well, or do I want to screw everything up on purpose?
So many questions.
Food following orders.
Not technically in order.
You
Also not there.
are the last one.
This can't be a drinking game. We'll all die.
You're up to 11 at this point.
You find yourself hauled off towards the far side of the camp, which would be nearest you.
Nearest who?
You.
Me?
Yep. You're on the far side of the camp, and you
Far
see quite a number of them working on cutting lumber, shaping lumber. You can tell that they are setting all of this up for weapons of war.
How does Shirley feel about that?
Well, considering they are followers of a false god, yes, she is.
No.
No, she's
She's
in
in
my
the
kitchen.
mess tent
Oh,
with me.
okay.
It was a thinking about.
There are also some smaller traveling blacksmith tents set up where you can see that they're working the ores and
I
whatnot.
bite my thumb.
She's not there.
Did you bite your thumb at Lisa?
No, but I do bite my thumb.
And
Oh, I knew.
as you get closer, the half orc escorting you,
Who's you? Be specific. Thank you.
you're the one who's being escorted still. The rest of them have been dropped off.
Okay.
The half orc escorting you to the far side of the camp. All right, whatever these folks need you to take care of, it's your job.
Yes, sir.
And he turns and starts to walk away.
We'll use this today.
So,
You're schizophrenic bard.
now the two of you,
No, she's just in different positions.
Yes.
ladies, are in the mess tents.
Yep.
Right here.
The first job,
Where's she shucking corn at?
bring her toward me 3 squares and 1 to the left. So she's in that near that side of tent. The tent.
That side of tent?
That side of tent. You two ladies are first given the jobs to peel potatoes
Peel potatoes.
and
Boil them.
Stick them in a stew.
not there.
Bash them, boil them, stick them in the stew.
Aaron,
Yes.
not there.
Is that the way it's going to be? Okay.
And cutting up the meat for the meals. So you guys are. What are you guys up to?
Thanks, Mel.
Peeling potatoes, apparently.
Stick in the stew.
So you're not going to do anything to mess with anything?
Oh gosh, I heard Robert.
No, because I'm gonna have to eat this later.
You know that is a very fair point.
I'm debating on whether or not to snitch under the knife, but then I remember be told to keep my head down, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to continue to peel potatoes.
Alright.
You know, I'm gonna try and make conversation with the orc because it's a full orc, right?
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna make
Also known as a fork.
I'm going to make
I'm a
conversation
fork who's good with a knife.
in Orcish.
Do they spoon?
Only if I'm a little
Stop it.
one. Hey, honey. Not there.
I'm sorry, but I couldn't pass that up.
So you're going to initiate.
You're gonna regret saying that.
You're going to initiate conversation with the orc.
Yes, in Orcish.
Great, so now I have no idea what you're saying. Awesome.
That's the point.
Not there.
I can play this game.
We are.
My own game has come back to haunt me.
So
That's the game of life, my friend.
So what are we making for
Guess
dinner
what?
tonight? Besides meat and
Chicken.
potatoes.
We are. So you know how to speak our language?
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
I'm going to glare at Vistra.
Well,
Because I don't understand.
it's not going to be much of anything spectacular. We've got some beans, we've got some of this here meat that I'm cutting up, and a potato stew that we're going to put together. Some lentils and some beans, and it's going to be just basic rations because we got to make ourselves ready for whatever this Gazmon character's got going on, or Ryrie tells us.
The marker's winning.
So how long have you guys been
It's my mark.
following Ryreed? Is it?
Well, Ryrie's been our clan master for probably 16 moons now.
So 16 like the
Days.
months? So just over like a year and a half?
Right,
Pretty fast.
16 moons.
My brain doesn't translate that.
Oh my gosh.
He happened to beat our previous clan leader because, well,
Mont Blanc.
the previous clan leader was old.
Fair point. When did he decide to join up with the Dragonborns over there?
Oh, well, we don't much take kindly to them humans moving in like they have been,
Mm-hmm.
because they tend to scare off all of our hunting grounds, or they overhunt the grounds or something of that nature. So whenever they go beyond to their cities, we take them down. We've done that many times. And, well, this Gazmon character says he's going to take down all the cities, so that all them humans has to live like we do. Ryrie said, we're going to join. It also helps that this Gazmon character managed to bring Ryrie to a stalemate in combat.
Really?
Yeah.
So he almost defeated Ryrie?
No.
No?
It was a stalemate.
It was a tie?
That's what stalemate means.
I thought it was a...
Not there.
See, I'm not very versed in combat rules.
If we're doing it, that's what we're doing.
Fair.
So you'll have to forgive me for being a little slow when it comes to the vernacular.
Well, you're a dwarf, not an orc. It's understandable. You guys live under the mountains. We live out here on the plains.
Right.
Hey Mel, you're not there.
What's Mel say?
The same thing he's been saying.
Well, what? I thought orcs didn't really get along with Dragonborn.
We have a common goal at the moment. And he's put us up here. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean, these are some very nice tents.
No, the tents are ours.
Oh. Oh, you mean the clearing?
Hey, you catch on quick.
Oh, okay. It is a nice clearing. What's the deal with that big tree?
That's the heart of the forest.
Oh?
Yeah. It was, as this Gazmon character, he says that was where his,
Hey, is that temple?
the love of his life used to live in that tree. Not sure what that means, but...
Oh, he must mean his dryad lady.
Oh, not there.
Sure. I just know that he keeps talking about some wood woman that he fell in love with and died.
Yeah, that's a dryad.
Okay.
What's the deal with that Alaria?
Apparently she's his woman now? I don't know.
She seems kind of mean.
Yeah.
Well, that orc says it.
I mean, do they ever, like, fight with each other?
I don't know, they live up inside that tree.
They live in the tree?
Oh, yes.
Like, inside of it.
Okay. How long have you been speaking my language?
Oh,
Oh god. You didn't see that there's a door and windows.
I thought that was like a separate building.
Inside the... Never mind.
Right next to the tree.
No.
Think Bernstein
Your brain
Bears.
is not there.
I'm not stupid, I promise.
Inside, wait. And then in Dwarvish. Inside.
Oh,
That I understood.
inside.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look. You're like, what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
inside.
I can speak Dwarvish. I just can't speak Orcish. So all I'm saying here is just inside. I'm like, what? Huh? I'm so confused.
You start to think they're cooking you.
Oh god.
Okay, so, how do I want to do this? Well, don't the druids kind of treat you guys badly?
They give us somebody to fight? That's not bad.
Huh, true. But Dragonborn are kind of stuck up, aren't they?
Well, again, they're giving us somebody to fight. They're giving us a place to live. You know, normally right now we'd be working our way down south. Or around the eastern coast.
Because it's warmer there?
Yeah.
So,
Well, out of that, we end up down. Yeah, but them elves, they're kind of nasty. So
elves are kind of mean.
we wouldn't go
I don't
that
like
way.
elves very
Yeah.
much. We ran into these elves when we were traveling to Ironhaven,
Please say what you're gonna say.
and my half orc friend, he mooned them, and two of them just about died.
I would love to see their faces.
It was amazing.
All you know now is that this orc is giggling like a boy.
I'm gonna look at you like you're insane. Like I'm looking at Mister like, what, you just why? Just why?
Oh gosh. Karana made the observation that it's really creepy that Gazmon makes his new woman lives in his old woman's house / body. It's like sleeping with a blanket with your new boyfriend that your ex gave you.
Why the eyes?
It was a conversation.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, moving on.
I don't think there is moving on beyond that.
So,
Love you, Karana.
what are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, I'm over here in the trees being told, do what they say, and nobody has say.
Well,
Nobody has
there
to.
have you were dropped off, and like I said, you saw these folks working on lumber. You saw these folks working in blacksmith shops.
And the guy said, do what they say.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm here
And
waiting
then
for the
turned around and walked away.
Okay.
Outstanding.
What are you doing?
I love it.
Oh my god.
No one has say.
Oi!
Oi!
You!
Me!
Yeah! an entire crate of steel here that needs to go over to that blacksmith on the other side of the fields. And he's pointing south of where you're standing.
It was a race call. We don't.
Here?
No, south of where you're standing.
Here.
Yep. He's pointing to the south side. Grab this crate and take it down to him.
War.
What is it good for?
Absolutely nothing.
Our GM is striking his head on the wall. Awesome.
Man, nobody understands what's coming out of your mouth.
That's what I've been telling you.
I attempt to lift box of steel.
Do that. Roll strength for me.
Huh. Well, now I don't need it. 24.
24. Yeah.
Oh.
You carry this thing like
With your pinky.
The natural 20 for strength. No, I'm going to do it in the most badass way possible in front of the guy. I'm going to go.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
However easy I can make it look, I'm going to stare him straight in the eye.
Get your ass in gear.
I think it is. Well,
Oh.
I start walking.
Do you walk or do you sashay?
I sashay.
Shake your tongue. A little snap at the end.
Your tail snaps in a Z formation.
So about 20 feet away, I look if there's any eyes on me.
There are, but they're just the normal glances of something moved and then go back to work.
Is the box open or closed?
It's an open.
Okay.
So like milk crate.
Yeah.
As I'm walking, I'm going to try to like stealthily, like not make a big deal out of it. I'm gonna take a piece out and throw it. Like I'm just gonna drop it as I walk.
That you're not going to be able to do as you
No.
need both hands to carry it.
With a 20 strength, I can't carry it one-handed?
No.
Okay. Then I will...
Because the crate is actually...
As I'm
fairly
walking,
large.
I'm going to walk a little bit more awkwardly and see if I can get things to fall off the box.
Roll
What? Roll what for
with
that?
dexterity.
Okay.
Roll a weebly wobbly, tiny whiny.
I got a 19 weeble wobble.
Wait.
So he doesn't fall down.
No, with my
and
dexterity
that's
is 20.
actually all it is just making sure that you don't accidentally trip over yourself.
Yeah, I'm purposely trying to walk as awkwardly as possible while still maintaining my balance but knocking things out of the box.
Right, so you're studying drunken boxing now. All the puns intended.
Yep. And I'm not making a big deal out of it, but I'm just kind of trying to shift things out of the box while I'm walking. So they
You
fall.
are capable of maintaining your grip and your balance as you do this.
Okay.
And yeah, a couple of the pieces of steel do start to roll out.
Mhm.
And it's not, it is a little bit difficult to do because you are working with bars of steel.
Yep.
And it's a decent sized box. It's probably about 5 feet.
I pretend I'm struggling with it.
Yep, that's fine.
You know I've got it totally under control.
Not bad. By the time you make it to where you're headed, you're fairly certain that you spilled out 10 bars.
If any of them landed by my on this side of the tree,
Mhm.
if any of them landed by my foot, I'm gonna try to kick them into the give them a little bit of push further into the woods.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
Whoops.
Whoops.
Oops a daisy.
I told you this destructive thing. I've got it all under control.
That's fine. And as you make it to the blacksmith's tent on this side,
I want to trip.
you want to trip? Roll a deception.
I want to trip myself.
Roll a deception.
What? 5.
Oh gosh. Oh.
Can't I just stumble? I mean, I put my foot in the ground a little harder.
You can, but it's a
Okay.
matter of you just made it all the way this way,
Mm-hmm.
walking all weebly wobbly,
Yep.
and then crash in front of the blacksmith's tent that you're supposed to head to.
And if I'm falling, I'm going to try to push the box and have it spill everywhere.
Right. So you have a choice. I'll
Okay.
actually give you a choice.
Okay.
You can keep that deception roll, or you can make a performance roll.
Well, if I can re-roll, I'm going to try to re-roll. Can I re-roll performance?
Sure.
Okay. 17.
17?
Yep.
between your deception and your performance,
Okay.
both, you do manage to convincingly make yourself look like a
A
dolt.
fool.
Like a dolt. You lumber your way over there, weeble wobbling your way, dumping stuff on the ground, trip and splash. All of a sudden, steel bars go everywhere.
If there's anybody in the way of trajectory, I want them to try to be hit.
Wait, steel bars go splash?
Yes.
That is what I just said.
I tripped so hard they turned back into liquid.
It's liquid molten steel.
That
Baked.
hurts.
You do, however, manage to injure yourself just a touch
Okay.
as you take 3 points of damage from slamming into the ground carrying this thing.
It's oxygenated iron.
I say oops, and as I fall down.
There it is.
Some of the bars rolled
Whoops.
wrong, and you got clunked.
I'm trying to make as big of a scene as possible at this point.
Oh, definitely. People heard steel slamming into the ground,
And-
wood breaking. It was definitely a scene. There's probably a good 8-9 orcs looking at you like,
Vistra would applaud your performance.
so they're not very pleased with you. The blacksmith.
I try to look embarrassed.
The blacksmith that you were attempting to help. Now you gotta pick all that stuff up for me and stack it here over by the forge.
But
Now!
Sound like a 2-year-old.
I go as slowly as possible.
Oh god. One.
I stand up and I start to saunter and I.
2.
You got work to do. If you don't get your chores done, you are not eating today.
I go a little bit faster.
So you're the little kid picking up their room, picking up one thing at a time
Yes.
and putting it in the toilet?
Oh,
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
One Lego at a time.
Yes.
I've actually
But
seen
my
these.
hands are full.
You have one Lego in your hand. Mess disease, go.
Right?
So, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. You
Yes.
have traveled your way down through the
Walking
forest, tracing your way across this animal trail. The skittish nature of the horse is still there,
Okay.
but it has receded quite a bit, almost non-existent. But you can still feel that there's a gingerness to its step.
Aw.
And
Pat, pat.
I need a perception out of you.
15 plus 6, 21.
You notice that through the darkness of the forest,
Okay.
there is a significant change in what you see ahead of you.
Okay.
It seems to be getting brighter. There is also a very faint sound of water running.
Okay.
A large amount of water.
A large amount of water running, and it's getting brighter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I think that maybe this is probably a waterfall?
You can think whatever you want. I'm not going to stop you from thinking.
Well, that's one of the reasons I married you. I'm gonna go check it out.
It's ahead of you.
Right, I'm gonna keep going, but I'm gonna go carefully.
Okay.
Like, just in case I'm about to stumble into a clearing with a water wheel or something.
No, but as you continue forward, you do realize that it's a good thing you slowed down because you are stumbling into a clearing.
Okay.
Of half orcs.
With a gigantic tree in the center. And what the water is that you're hearing is a large river that runs perpendicular to the path you're taking.
And also through it.
I am backing David up quickly to get back into the edge of the forest.
You are in the edge of the forest. You're
Maybe.
Right around here.
no, right about there.
Right about there. But you can see the huge tree.
Move her 2 squares that way. Yep, right about there will work.
Okay.
We're like 3
That's about where you are.
Okay. I am going to hop off David.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna I'm gonna secure him, and I'm gonna go back the way I came about at least 100 feet. Just get out of the way. I'm gonna tie Dave off to a tree, give him some oats, and love on him a little bit. Be like, there, good horsey.
Ah, you get the
Mercy!
horse mini. I'm like, oh god, he's got the mini
Do
box
you
out.
ever play a character that doesn't like
Animal?
absolutely adore horses?
I told you I married a Disney princess.
Yeah.
I am not a Disney princess. Disney princesses don't kick things and break boards. No, shush. Shush. Mulan is not a princess. That does not count.
She is part of the Disney princesses, though.
She is considered a Disney princess.
Yep.
And with that argument ensuing,
No.
we're going to take a break. We'll be back in about a half hour.
Kita.
I have a plan.
Well, then you can say it in half an hour. Okay.
Button, who's got
All
the
right,
button?
welcome back everybody to the second half of our game tonight. Thank you for that.
Started out the first half with the burp, and you start the second half with the
Hey,
burp.
consistency is key.
I don't think that's the kind of consistency we're going for.
Whatever. So, Aloxus,
Aye.
you just found a clearing in front of you and a fairly wide river.
I like I said I'm going to go back a ways.
Yep.
And hide Dave, and then I want to scout. So I'm gonna sneak around the edges, listen, watch.
Okay, where are you going from where you are right now?
From where I am right now, can you for character sheet please so I can see the map?
Hey Joe, the overlay is still on our faces.
Is it really?
Yes.
How about I switch that?
Yeah, we are back. We are no longer.
Thanks, Mel.
I only pretend I know what I'm doing.
It's a really big tree. I want to go that way and try and
From right where you are?
yeah. But I am going to use my chi and cast Pass Without Trace.
Is it still probably?
No, that's set up on Studio, so I can see which one it's going to transition between.
No. What?
So I'm going to.
Roll your sneaky sneaky.
The last emoji that Mel's in.
Oh.
That's a cute little penguin.
Penguins!
What the hell was that?
Okay.
Joe being Joe.
That
That's
is a
disturbing.
28 stealth,
Outstanding.
Sorry.
and I do not leave traces of my passage, and I cannot be tracked except through magical means. And I don't have the finger on me, so I think I'm good.
Alright.
You have no
I
fingers?
think I'm good. No, I have my fingers.
You said you have no finger on you.
The finger bone. You're not there. Shush.
I am there.
You're not with me.
You are currently all there.
But is he all that?
Now, roll me
Yes.
a perception, please.
Oh, Shizen. Okay. 21.
21?
It was my D12.
Like, why are you
I rolled a 4 on the encounter roll.
Do I see?
Nivara, can you take this
Yes.
Uh-oh.
and
Oh,
place
shoot.
it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 squares toward you from Aloxus, and 1 square to your left. Place it right there.
End opening.
Is that the white-faced wolf?
You're not there.
No, I'm right there.
Crap.
You see that sniffing around in front of you.
I am going to carefully move towards the edge of the stream bed.
I hate you, Darian.
I was doing it too.
And
Hate me too.
I hate you too, Patrick.
Yeah.
You can't see me.
You rolled a 20 what?
For perception?
As he checks monster
No,
manual.
for your
Stealth?
stealth.
28.
28. All
As he
right.
checks monster manual.
As I check the monster manual,
Oh gosh, no, did he roll that high? Oh no.
I have to double check something.
He gets a
Yeah, let me
plus
check
20 to all
the page.
perception checks.
Now remember, this is
No, it's a plus 10.
the DM, so I automatically get plus whatever you rolled to my rolls.
That's just mean.
Hold on.
I thought it was
'cause I
plus
think
10.
pass without trace
Plus 10 to
makes
their
me
roll.
undetectable except by magic. But if it's a stupid druid, it is magic. Dang it.
Undetectable. Ba-na-na-na-na-na.
All right.
You're
So you see this thing sniffing around, and what would you like to do?
Do I think it knows where I am?
It currently looks like it is trying to find something.
I am going to, as carefully as I can, edge to the edge of the water. And I am going to... Is there like an embankment down? Is it just a river?
It is a river that is approximately 8 feet wide,
Okay.
and it is flowing at a fairly brisk pace.
What I'm thinking is there enough grassy crap around the edge of the river that I can army crawl along the edge or get partly I'm trying to get rid of my scent without like standing up and walking without any cover.
Sure.
Yeah,
You just rolled a 28 stealth.
Yeah, so I'm
Trying to get rid of your scent and not stand up and be seen.
yes.
I suppose go ahead and roll a survival.
Oh shoot. There it is. That's a 4.
So as you crawl yourself down on the edge,
But that shouldn't shoot. I knew a bad roll was coming. I had a couple good ones in a row.
Yeah, you look pass without trace.
as you start crawling down the edge of this river, trying to reduce your scent for this animal to find, if possible, you remember stories of stepping through the rivers and whatnot that can cause tracking animals to get a little bit lost.
Yep. I will grab that. Can you grab the things out of the oven, please, and thank you.
And
The indiscriminate chicken rolls.
yes, thank you.
Indiscriminate.
Yes, they are very indiscriminate.
Yes.
Breaded
Shoot.
chicken rolls.
Because I would know that he shouldn't be able to smell me anyway.
But as you do this, you make one small mistake and wind up forgetting how absolutely cold this water is when it's going into fall. This isn't your brisk chill that you get when you dive in a lake in the middle of August.
This is polar plunge.
Not quite that bad,
Okay.
but most definitely you feel your muscles cramp up almost immediately.
Okay, then I,
And you are now half your body soaked.
Prestidigitation.
I thought you were saying
I don't have that. I'm gonna get back out of the water on the bank, sit there, think of how dumb that was, and I am going to try to. Does it look like the river narrows at all further up?
Yeah, not really. It's pretty much, I mean, you do see that it opens up quite a bit to the east
Okay.
and kind of disappears off around the bend to the west.
Off around the river bend.
Okay. Well, I want to Can I still tell where Wolfie is?
He's meandering about there. Go ahead and move him. Let's see. We'll have some fun with this. Move him one right, or one west, one south. So a diagonal move. Twice. There you go.
Oh, come on.
There's trees separating you still. There's a tree separating you still.
Okay.
There's some branches.
Question.
Answer.
Would Misty Step break my stealth?
You won't know until you try.
Misty stealth.
This is true, but Pass Without Trace would still be active. And because it's active for an hour. I can... And it shouldn't, because I turn into a little water vapor thingy.
Pass without trace gives
Mm-hmm.
Pass without trace gives any creature within 30 feet of you plus 10 attacks.
Of my choice.
Oh,
Of
yours?
my choice. Yep. Any creature within 30 feet of you gets plus 10. Any
To their dex
creature,
rolls.
yes, of your choice.
Mm.
I do not choose the wolf. You are not my Pokemon.
Don't catch this one.
Don't breathe this.
Alright, I am going to...
You've never seen Willow Blend? It's showing YouTube.
I am going to
Willow Blend.
sneak
It's old.
past it and try and keep going around the edge of the camp that way.
Okay, like I said, you notice that it opens up quite a bit to the east into a small pond.
That's taking me to the west. North.
Yeah,
Right,
because I'm looking
but
at it
west.
backwards.
Yes.
It opens up to the towards Patrick.
Yes.
No,
Well, I
there's a
guess I
small
will-
pond. If she's going toward the wolf, it opens up to a small pond.
Oh.
If she's going away from the wolf,
But there's a pond there.
that's more of a
That's a
small
lake.
lake.
Okay.
So I just want to make sure you understand that you
Okay.
see that in both directions.
Okay, so these are probably at least 10-foot squares, right?
Nope, those are fives.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
Can I see the tents beyond... No, I can't see the tents beyond the tree. Alright, You know what?
One of Nell's friends popped in for a moment to say hi. Said, keep rolling them 20s.
Mm-hmm. Trying.
I am going to... Yeah. I am going to try and... I don't... Shoot, there is no way across the stupid river without doing that.
Can't you just
Yes,
teleport?
there is. I spend a chi point. No, just kidding. No, I don't, because that'll break my stealth. Dang it. Okay, I'm going to try and sneak past the wolf.
Okay.
Unless it is a very strong druid in disguise, it should not be able to see, smell, hear me, or otherwise.
How are you going to sneak by it?
I am going to
You don't see me.
crouch and very slowly do this. And then, because it's going this way, I'm going to see if maybe it'll just keep walking past me. So I'm going to wait for a minute and see if it'll keep going.
So you're going to give it a moment?
Yep.
Move it one toward you and one to the left.
Are there any rocks near me?
There's some small pebbles and whatnot.
I want to take the biggest pebble I can find and chuck it over here somewhere.
Okay, roll.
It's not looking at me. Its head is turned that way.
You're just chucking it, so roll me a dexterity.
Just a straight dex.
Mm-hmm.
14.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
No, but I was hoping for.
And then
I don't
roll
think
me a
this wolf is
roll me a
natural.
d10.
Coffee. That would be a 30 or 3.
3. All right.
Oh, really salty.
So
You're unidentified
Miss
cheese
Navarra?
baked snacks.
Yes.
you see to the north of the wolf, there's that small gap between the trees. One more toward. No, the actual where the two trees kind of almost touch in the same square.
Right there.
Nope, back toward you.
Uh-huh.
That one.
That's one.
Yep, put the wolf
No.
there.
One that looks like a puzzle piece.
Yes.
Okay.
It goes running over there and starts to sniff around.
I want to sneak past. Or try to.
Okay. You're moving at half speed.
Yep. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay. And we'll do this. Okay, move again. That's water.
That's water. It's green. That's why it's confusing. Oh, that's the pond.
Well, the river runs underneath that part of the tree.
So these
That's tree top, but there is a river underneath it.
so these 4 squares are all part of the river.
Yep.
Okay. Then I can't reach 5, 10, 15, 20.
Over there?
But yeah, kind of like in that little edge of tree.
Okay.
Is the river still just as wide?
It doesn't fluctuate by much more than about 6-8 inches.
Shoot. And they said it's 8 feet?
Between 7 and 8 feet, yep.
Okay.
You guys, Navarra and Vistra,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
you two are, you get your moment. Take a moment to think about what you're going to do, Alexis. You two are now working.
Still haven't done what you're looking for.
You're right. You're finished with the potatoes.
Taters.
You've been working on the lentils, cutting them up and whatnot, while the orc cook that you've been with has been hacking away at different carcasses, making them into smaller chunks of meat that he is unceremoniously just lobbing into this gigantic set of cauldrons on the backside of the mess tent.
Throughout all of this, I'm still gonna keep trying to make small talk with him.
Okay. Roll me an intelligence.
Well.
Orc smart.
3.
3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even listening to them talking back and forth like this, you can't make hide nor hair of what they're saying. You might have picked up the nuances of masculine and feminine,
Mm-hmm.
but that's about it.
It's like hearing a different language for the first time.
Yeah. But it's over your head at the moment.
Yep. I'm just gonna keep doing what I was told to do.
So what kind of small talk?
Not how's the weather, but
Yes.
like
Where
What?
did those go?
what?
Ants.
The chicken.
The jiggins?
The
The
chicken.
food. Okay, I'll go
Oh,
look for it.
they're-
She took it out.
I took them all.
Thank you.
I'll go check them.
Some ants. Small talk.
Not how's the weather, but just
How's the weather out there?
Sand particles.
She's gonna hit you.
Go for it.
but like the trying to get him to open up,
How?
asking if he has family.
I used to.
Used to?
Yeah.
Sob story.
The humans kill the
It's hard to keep up a family when you're moving around like we are.
Fair.
It's all good though. I couldn't handle having a wee one.
Oh, you had a child?
No, my wife did.
Oh, well,
I wish I could have.
what happened to them?
They took off with somebody else.
Oh.
See, we normally have our tribes, our clans, and we generally stick together and move around. But with the other tribes, we do eventually meet up, and sometimes others join other clans. Apparently, she found somebody else better than me.
Oh.
Oh well.
Well, I mean, that could be useful to keep from incest too much. But, you know.
Never thought of that, but fair enough.
Thank you.
That would explain some orcs around here.
Nah, just that one that keeps throwing steel all over the ground.
You're not there.
I don't understand any of this anyway, so.
He's the DM. He's everywhere.
Or remember you said that.
So, have you found a new lady friend?
Not yet.
You.
Oh, no!
Seduce
I
the
haven't
orc.
been looking.
Oh, okay.
I kind of enjoy the idea of
You would have punched him in
keeping my options open.
Fair, that's always, you know.
I've been thinking about dwarves.
No.
You would have punched the orc and caressed his face.
I'm taken, thank you.
By someone who's in another dimension.
Just because he's in another dimension doesn't mean he's not real.
We don't know if he likes you like that. Which he probably does. I'm sure
Thanks.
he's very smitten after Mirren lifted him.
I didn't lift him.
Is there
Lifted you
any-
over his head.
Is there any other conversation?
Just trying to get on his good graces.
Okay. Conversation seems to go just fine. I mean, you gotta figure. This guy's usually stuck in the mess tent playing with his food, and that's about it. So having conversation like this is going pretty well. He's quite open with you.
I'm softly muttering, well, pissed offish and Sylvan that I can't understand a damn word they're saying.
Wait, do I know that language? I don't think I know that language.
Sylvan?
Aaron,
I do. That's not very polite.
Either it's talking in a language others can't understand.
I'm trying to garner his trust.
Me.
that's a pretty language. You start stacking all of the steel back up,
Mm-hmm.
getting all of the ingots where they are, and the blacksmith that chided you over spilling everything seems to be getting extremely impatient with you.
I'm paying attention to him, but I'm pretending I'm not.
I swear, if you don't have that picked up in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to come over there and beat you with one of these steel swords myself. You got more work to do. Get your ass in gear.
We know how a Scotsman in a Spaniard.
Hispanic,
A
a
Hispanic
Scotsman.
Scotsman.
Hispanic Scotsman.
If humans can be diverse, so can orcs.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right. Okay. All right.
DM,
okay.
let it be
all right.
noted the DM does not discriminate.
Oh, yes, I do. Every single gnome on the face of this planet has to talk at 70 miles an hour.
Yes.
I don't think that's wrong. I think that's just an accurate depiction.
I expedite.
As soon as you're done here, we've got some lumber over there that needs to go to the Fletchers.
Flatchers.
Fletchers.
You're gonna get smoked with a sword.
Is it been cut yet?
Why would I have you carry it if it wasn't cut?
This is the song of how Aaron died.
The party's burning.
Yeah. Okay. Do I see the wood pile?
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a gigantic, there is a tent just down a little bit away from here. You can see that they've got planes, they've got lathes, they've got all
They
this
got
stuff.
planes.
They do.
I go hijack a plane.
Okay. You are now
The
in
mirror plane.
You are now in the Wright brothers biplane.
Sweet.
You will make it 842 feet.
And then die.
That's more than anybody else.
I
You can sing about that.
think I got that right. I think it was 842
I
feet.
don't
I'll
remember
look it up
exactly.
later.
If you guys can figure that out for me, that'd be great. So
I lift lumber.
after the few minutes to finish doing that,
Yes.
What?
all right.
Your job is secure, Mel.
What
You're not there.
What failings do you provide on this one?
What's around the lumber pile?
There's a lot of lumber. There's a lot of tools. Most of them are being occupied by orcs, such as the lathes, I just lost the word. Oh well. All of the woodworking tools that they have work there. There is a pile of debris off to the side, which is mostly sawdust and bad cuts.
Mm-hmm.
You have off to another side an entire stack of wood that is completely untouched except for being debarked and smaller branches taken off.
I
Being
go
stripped.
I go to investigate the bad cuts pile.
Okay.
Is there a significant amount?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You're probably talking the pile it's
Is
a
there-
pile. It's not boxed or anything. It is just thrown into this giant pile. It's got to be easily 6 feet tall.
I take a quick peek around. Are there any eyes directly on me on this second?
No.
Okay. I grab an armful of the bad cuts
Okay.
and walk towards where I was supposed to go.
Okay.
I load up on bad cuts as much as possible.
Okay.
It's like
Roll me a strength check.
11.
11? Oh, good. You're fine. Now roll me a d8.
Okay. Dose.
2.
Yeah.
You wind up picking up 4 cords worth of bad cuts.
Yep.
That's a lot of.
I know it is.
Okay.
That's why I had him roll the d8.
Okay. Like all at once?
Yeah.
I was
didn't
gonna
say.
say- that's not humanly
outplowed
possible.
a plow horse.
I'm also pointing something else out
Okay,
here. I'm also pointing something else
I'm
out
not
here.
there.
You pick up the 4 cords,
Mm-hmm.
and it is a ton.
Well, is it actually a ton?
Literally.
though?
Not literally.
Okay. A cord is not a quarter ton.
No, it's not.
Then 4 cords would not literally be a ton.
I'm not there.
4 cords is actually quite a lot of wood.
Yep. Okay, I drop a cord.
Eh. As you start to lift this up, you get, and it's almost impossible to see through
Okay.
because
I make a little window.
the stack of wood is this big.
Yeah.
And this wide. I mean, it's a gigantic.
You look like
pile.
Gus carrying the pieces of corn.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not a bad reference.
It's just not with his mouth.
Lucifer!
And as you start to walk, you realize that, unlike with the steel ingots, you don't have to pretend to walk all wobbly to start dropping.
Yep. I'll start dropping.
As this stuff is just falling off on its own, because there is no way you can maintain
Sure.
this giant. It's like playing Jenga by yourself.
Where did
while
he
it's in the
go?
palm of your hand.
Where did he told me to go?
Back to the north.
Back to the north?
Where did he tell me to go?
Okay, so I attempt to go back to where I started with the bad cuts.
Yep, and you're doing fairly well.
Okay.
And we'll get back to you.
You're doing fairly well at doing horribly.
Oh yeah, it is fantastic. It's like Hansel and Gretel, only using poorly cut wood.
And metal bars.
At metal bars, yes.
Loxus.
Yes.
Where's Mirren been? Oh, look over She's
Has turned Mexican.
Hi, caramba.
I need new words.
I am going to move 10 feet towards Navarra,
Mm-hmm.
which I can't reach. Yep. And then do I see anyone else around other than said Wolfie Wolf?
Move the wolf 2 squares towards me.
Dun, dun.
Dun, dun.
No,
I'm
you don't,
sorry, David.
you don't see much of anything right now.
Okay,
Bye-bye, RC.
I am
We can both
going to spend another chi point to use Step of the
Oh
Wind
yeah, the horse is tied, isn't it?
and double. He's not tied
He's-
tightly.
He's like 100 feet back, though, isn't he?
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's
So
way
he's not even
like
on,
he's
he's
off.
not even
yeah.
on the map.
He's technically not on the map.
To double my jump distance.
Okay.
And try and jump the river and then
Roll me an acrobatics.
like I want to run
Roll
jump.
me an acrobatics.
14.
It's not
You
bad.
clear it just fine.
Okay. I rolled a 7. I thought it was going to be worse. I forgot that I had proficiency.
That you're a monk?
Yes, I forgot what I was.
So she is
It's a
now on the other
monkey.
side. She is now on the other side of the river.
Darian.
Yes.
Other side. Oh, okay.
No,
Sorry,
that's-
it looked like you were in the river side. Angles are bad. Okay, so you are now over there.
Do I need to re-stealth?
Yes.
Okay. Now that I jumped the river. That's still not bad. 19.
19.
19. Oh, just kidding. Hold on. Sorry, I lied. Oh my gosh. My other stealth was way higher. I'm an idiot. It's 29.
Okay.
Wait, what?
I put a plus. I had in my brain +4 to stealth instead of +7.
So how does that make it go from 19 to 29?
Pass without a trace.
Because, yeah, I forgot to add pass without trace.
Which is plus
Plus 10.
Yeah, pass without traces. is
I-
Pass
plus
without a
10.
trace
I
is
got-
amazing.
Yeah.
So
So Vista's gonna cross class into monk.
no, that's a spell. You can pick
Yeah,
it
pass
up.
without trace is an actual spell. It just, she
You can
gets
cast
it because
it yourself.
she got it because Way of the Shadow.
Anywho,
Good to know.
yes, it is.
And it's any creature.
So you are across the river.
Yep.
She's also gets
Don't do that. It hurts.
Like tailbone.
Do you want
Want me
pillow?
to step on your toes?
No.
You forget
I
about
want
the
to
devil.
keep
Maybe.
sneaking
No to you,
through
maybe
the
to you.
trees. Towards. I'm just gonna circle the camp because I don't know where they are, so I'm just gonna keep.
How far?
All right.
Um,
At this
That's up
point in
to.
time,
Uh-oh.
you can see something odd through the trees.
That's a tree.
Okay.
You are now able to see what looks like a large amount of tents on the far side.
And there's what
Of the
looks
grove.
to be a stage right in here.
Not anymore.
Oh, they tore it down.
There was
Right.
never actually a stage. It was just
It was just
logs
a big
laid
tent.
out and an area cleared out for you.
Okay, well there's a bunch of logs laid out.
Not
Well,
anymore.
I'm gonna stay as far away from the clearing as I can and still see,
Mhm.
and just. I mean, I'm looking up. I'm looking behind me, and I'm trying to just keep going around the camp.
Roll me another perception.
Uh, 17.
All right. Laura, I need you to grab the wolf.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
And move it to where it is now 4 squares south of Aloxus
Right there.
and 1 square in.
So there.
Wait, this has got to be a different wolf. I didn't hear any doggy paddling.
There is a member of our chat who would like you to be mugged.
Yes.
Huh?
Except for Nivara has eaten most of them.
I had one.
And they are known now as baked, salted, unnamed Cheez-It squares.
Cheese
Cheese
squares.
with
Cheese
crimped
squares.
edges.
Unidentified baked salted cheese imprinted squares snacks.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
We're trying to find as many adjectives to add into this as possible.
Yummy.
And I already brought them, and they're already mostly gone.
Oh wait, I want
That's
more.
all that's left.
Because Cheez-Its mug him. Why? Because he's got Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
Unidentified cheese product square
That are
salted
baked.
baked imprinted squares snacks.
Plus 1.
+1 to Doom.
I'm gonna sing the
That's
Doom
it.
song. Doom,
Small
doom, doom,
set of +1.
Oh,
Okay, so there's another
yes,
another
you
wolfy
see
wolf.
him. And this one.
Yeah, I've eaten most of them.
Has
Oh, crap!
I just want to be part of it.
Okay.
I crouch down and I just watch.
It's moving around, sniffing like it's searching.
They're waiting for you.
Hair past a freckle, quarter to a mole.
It has the hand on him. Shizen.
Big hand or little hand?
I'm in trouble.
Trouble is not a location.
It could be. I'm gonna look.
Quick, climb up a tree.
Yes, it worked
How
well
far
for
away?
Navara.
Wait a minute.
I was glowing.
Pass
okay?
without
Leave me
trace
alone.
is active.
Because of that stupid dragonborn, I was glowing. So a nightlight stabs you in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Was it because of Gazmon or was it because of Vistra? Because I had that
All right,
spell.
I
in
want
mind.
to try and
Because there were a couple of us glowing, and I was glowing in.
I'm gonna watch him for a minute and see if he figures out if he knows where I am or he's just chilling.
Like a villain.
Move him. Oh, this is going to be fun. 3 squares diagonally toward me and you. Yep. Right there.
Oh my gosh. I am resisting the urge to pee my pants right now because this thing is all.
And that's pretty much what he's doing.
I do not move. I have confidence in my magical abilities.
As Angela is shuddering at the noise.
I
was going to say, you have to do it the proper way. You got to do it like Kita and Katie do.
I can't like hyperventilate like that.
It takes practice.
I can't do it.
I am going to. I am going to cast Mage Hand.
Oh gosh.
Why?
Okay. And
It's not so
I'm
bad when
debating
it's,
on
like,
whether or not I want to
foggy,
pull
but
his
when
tail
it's
or
like-
I'm going to use my Mage Hand to pull a branch back and then let it go and flap him in the.
a mage hand is only capable of applying 10 pounds of force.
Yes, 10 pounds of force should be enough to pull a branch back and release it into said druid wolf butt's flank.
It is standing on the edge of the riverbank, not near tree.
Its butt is in a tree for the
His
map.
button is in a tree.
Okay, fine.
These are also 8-foot wide trees.
Okay.
He's saying there ain't no
I want to
branches.
Huh?
I want my mage hand
No branches.
to
Not that.
Oh, that's right.
somewhere beyond the wolf,
Okay.
pick up the
Never
rock,
mind.
Okay.
move my mage hand above the wolf, and drop the rock.
Cypher sticky notes. You have one right there.
Roll to hit.
Should I give you the bright orange one so you know where
Maybe.
No, I mean like not on. Sorry, past him. Like instead of throwing the rock because he's too close to me, I want to use my mage hand to move away and drop the rock to make the noise.
Because you said on the wall.
Yep. Sorry, my
Where?
brain.
You have up to 60 feet away from you that you can make this happen.
25 feet towards that way.
So off the map?
Yes.
Okay.
So she's floating over here.
No, the mage hand is.
I forgot I had mage
So
hand,
right
and I think
here.
this is the first time in 7 levels I've used it.
Well,
By the way, that's a wolf. Read the chat.
What?
It ain't easy being cheesy. Hi,
No,
Alex.
that's not what I'm referring to.
I'm getting there.
Ooh, that smell.
Oh
The
God.
ref with wings, because
Nope. You're getting there. Don't look at me. I didn't say it.
No, that was Zach.
I know it was.
What does it say?
moving on.
Ooh, that smell. Can you smell that smell?
Look over here.
Smelly smell. Smelly smell.
Hey, Alex. So, all of a sudden, the wolf runs off
And I am going to take that opportunity.
toward the center of the grove.
Shit.
Dun dun dun.
It takes off towards the center of the grove.
Have it move 60 feet toward the tree.
Toward the tree?
Toward the
So-
big tree.
5, 10, 25, 35, 40, 55, 60.
Right there.
Yeah.
I am going to go that way a little bit, and then I am going to book it straight that way. I want to try and get as far away from where I am as possible. That wolf is too smart.
Alright, so you're going to move 40 feet that direction?
So 10 feet towards you, and then 30 feet that way.
Okay.
But I'm still.
I want
Yes,
to
Being-
ride
okay.
my bicycle.
I want to ride my bike.
You know, I would love to play some Queen songs. Because some of them would be amazing for us.
And then your VOD gets deleted.
I know.
Wait, what if I learned how to play them on my flute? Would that be okay?
That'd be
Yes.
kind of fun. But I'd actually have to buy you an ocarina, so you'd have to learn it on the
I have
ukulele.
one. I have a wooden flute that I got at Renfest.
Ocarina.
I have a clay
I will get an
ocarina.
ocarina.
No, I
too.
have
Okay,
one.
guys, I want to live and I want to find out what happens, and we're running out of time.
No, we're not.
No, we're
We've got
not.
an hour. So,
50 minutes.
so
49 minutes.
I need the three of you,
Yes.
Navara, Vistra, and Miran, to roll a perception check.
15.
From inside the tent.
From right where you are.
If that's my one of the night, I won't be disappointed.
Potatoes.
Because he
It's
Taters.
still a 15.
French fry
13.
taters.
13, 15,
15.
15.
Thousand.
Alright. You are too deep in conversation.
Thank
Yes,
God
right.
for passive.
You're too
Yeah.
deep in conversation
French fried
to
taters.
catch this. However, Navara and Miran,
Yeah.
you two, especially you,
With my eagle eyes.
no,
Because you're outside.
With your
no,
wolf ears.
Guys,
with the transformation you have undergone,
Okay.
you are more aware of this.
Keen senses.
The both of you hear the howl of a wolf from the far side of camp. Yeah, and you pull an Inuyasha.
That's not good.
Did you say that out loud?
I'm softly saying that in Sylvan.
Would I catch that?
Yes, because it's in the room with you.
What's not good?
I'm gonna still in Sylvan quietly. I just heard a wolf howl.
That is really pretty language. What language is that?
I mean, we're in the forest.
Don't tell him
It's Elvish.
Elfish.
Is it Hualin?
What?
The Hualin elves. They're kind of,
Oh, the really, really stuck up ones?
well, they're the ones that follow the moon.
Sort of.
Yes.
I am a moon elf. Like I am.
You've
half
never
elf.
met the Hualin, have you?
I might have seen one once.
No, you'd had to gone to their city.
Then no, I have never met one.
Oh.
Well, except for her. Does she count?
Were you in Hualin?
Well, no, but she's half.
Then no.
Oh, okay.
No, if you ever get the chance to meet the Hualin, they are crazy.
Great, so I'm half crazy elf. Awesome.
You're also getting this
Isn't that
information
normal?
from an orc.
I know.
it's a normal genetics for you.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Thanks. I've got crazy in my system no matter where I am.
Did you see?
Yeah. No.
It's kind of funny.
Oh God.
So
Okay.
you don't miss it as the wolf starts to howl when it breaks up through the last edges of the forest.
Okay.
You hear it howl as it's running.
I'm still going that way.
All right, move her double speed.
So 40. Cause stealthy.
And move the wolf in front of the door to the great tree.
The separate house.
Yes, the Keebler house. And what are you guys doing now that you've heard this noise? You have made your way to the Fletchers,
Mm-hmm.
dropped off the load.
I just dump the bad cuts and look at them.
I kind of figured that's what you're gonna do.
No, I mean directly as I'm gonna just let it hit the ground and look at them.
Now, you get to pick all that up, put it over there with the rest of the bad cuts, and go grab the download you were supposed to grab in the first place.
That's the load he told me to bring.
Now, it's the load you heard. Now go.
That's the load he
Get
told me
us
to
what
bring.
we need.
I go to get the other.
You can.
I go back the other way.
I leave everything that just.
He wasn't raised by us. He wasn't raised by us.
Am I back at the other pile?
You're just starting to head that way.
Okay.
I'm still.
But are you doing anything about the wolf howl? Because
I
you know it
can't-
was. You know it was.
To me, is it distinguishable?
You've not heard a wolf howl since you've been in camp, and it is in camp. You know that it's very near you.
Well, there's not a lot I can do.
Okay, I was just wondering if
No.
you were.
Nope.
Oh, I was just gonna ask if I had gotten that orc's name yet. I'm gonna ask him his name.
Why?
Because I want to know his name.
I'm decked.
Ject.
I'm decked.
Ject.
I inject.
And that's Titus and Una. I just gotta look. I'm sorry.
It's pronounced Titus.
Like Norman Titus.
I'm gonna go ask if we can. I'm gonna ask if that's a common sound to hear.
No, that means there's somebody intruding on the woods.
Oh, that can't be good.
Why
Not
would that
for the
not be
intruder.
good?
What?
How can
Not for the intruder.
Can we go watch?
No, you got work to do.
What do you mean? Go watch.
Are you gonna?
Let's go watch
Tell
my
me?
friend die.
She doesn't know it's you.
I'm looking.
Yeah.
So you're okay.
I'll translate now.
Trying.
Sorry. When you get back to me.
I'm waiting on somebody to talk.
I'm heading back towards the pile of wood.
I'm keeping an ear out for anything other than just the howling. Like if I can hear the gas one. What?
I'm going to move. I want to go 40 more feet towards Ange.
Okay.
Thank you, Sam.
Wow, you just walk through trees.
And
Pass without
then-
trace for real. Pass through wood.
Do I see anyone
No,
around?
Mariah has that.
Oh yeah, you see a bunch of orcs moving around now.
Okay, but do I see anyone looking my direction that are like
No.
druid? Okay. How low is the lowest branch?
Probably about 15 feet up.
I want to try to stealthily climb this tree. Is that possible?
How do you stealthily climb a tree?
You know what? Screw it. If they're not looking, I am going to
Don't
Misty
die.
Step. Is there a branch that's roughly 30 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to go to the back of the tree. So, like, if orcs are here, here's tree. I'm going to go to the back of the tree. Do one of these. Make sure no one's looking. And I want to Misty Step to the branch 30 feet up. And I'm going to hide in the tree and watch while my pass without trace is still active. And I am going to rest up there. I'm going to take a short rest so I get all my chi back.
So you are 30 feet in the air,
Yes.
on a branch,
Yep.
watching the camp.
Yes.
Roll a perception.
Aria's face appears out of the
Boy, I don't think this worked in Iblis either.
Perception 15.
Okay. You see quite a number of orcs moving about. The oddity that shows up is you see we'll give it to you. You see a very strange figure way off. That's what, 50 feet ahead of her?
like here.
Yeah.
Try 80, Chief.
20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So yeah.
Close.
65.
That was a really good guess.
I'm good
You
at
see a
quick
string-
quick maths.
You see a strange figure that way. that does not look at all like an orc. It's the only creature moving around out there, humanoid in shape, that has a dark colored skin tone.
I am going to have my traveling cloak over me because it's brown and the tree is brown, and I'm gonna.
And it's brown and it's brown.
Gonna bite.
Alright, so you are now going to spend an hour hanging out in a tree.
Yes, because I should have roughly 40 minutes to pass without trace left.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try and.
Okay.
That's a lot of stuff.
It's an hour.
It lasts up to an hour.
That's a nice stuff.
Mirren,
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh.
you make your way
I'm
back
trying,
to
you guys.
the makeshift lumber mill.
Yep. Anybody looking at me?
Quite a few of them.
Okay.
They all look
Directly.
up from their work.
Here to grab some wood.
That pile right there.
Yeah, okay. I go to that pile. Is there any bad cuts nearby?
The bad cuts are in the corner.
Okay.
This is the pile of good stuff, and the stripped uncut is here. One,
Okay.
2, 3. There's 3 stacks of.
I grab about a cord and a half, maybe, of the good cuts, of the regular good stuff. And then I kind of meander over towards the bad cut pile.
Oi!
Oh!
That pile!
Bad pile.
No. That pile.
I'm carrying.
Then get your butt to the Fletchers.
Okay, I'm going that way. I go towards the other pile.
You feel a hand on your shoulder. Go.
I am going.
The wrong way. Get.
You're such a pain in the ass. I love it.
I feel a sneeze coming on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
You're like, mm-hmm.
Roll me a deception.
Okay. Three.
Yeah, you didn't fool nobody on that.
Well,
one.
I dropped the wood.
And you take 6 points of
Are you
subdual
okay
damage.
down
You
there?
take 6 points of subdual damage
Okay.
as the orc that had his hand on your shoulder takes his hand off your shoulder and gibses you.
I had to sneeze.
That was the worst act I have ever seen.
Have you looked in a mirror?
Grab that
Oh.
pile and get to the Fletchers. No, I said grab from that pile.
The bad pile?
As he points to the stack of
Bad wood?
worked wood.
Okay.
No.
I'm doing it in reverse. I'm putting it down. Joe, I'm putting it
Oh,
down.
it looked like you were trying to. pick
Yeah,
up-
no, I went this way.
You,
Who are the players?
You're gonna get everyone killed before I can even get there.
What happened?
You're
to my
here. You are here.
But I'm not there.
what are you doing?
I empty the wood from my hands.
But
You said that pile.
is that not where you got this from?
I was putting it in my hand and you hit me in the head.
No, you pretended to sneeze is why you got struck.
I really sneezed.
Our bard is dying.
He turns around and leans up against his station.
I stare him in the eye.
Mirren's gonna get killed. You're such a.
You can't all be acupuncturists.
Get moving.
I'm still while looking at him until I have him full capacity.
Go.
Okay, I start walking. As I walk this path, I've walked 3 times. Do I see any steel bars?
No, you don't.
Are they gone?
No, you managed to kick them into places where they. I mean, when you look to where you'd kick them to, yes, you see corners and whatnot sticking out, but there's nothing.
I'd like to try to grab one.
Okay.
I grab one and put it on top of the wood pile.
Okay.
Alright.
He told me to be a distraction, so I am
You
distracted.
are doing an amazing job.
You're such a pain in the ass.
If I can slow them down, we can live longer.
Yeah. It's just
Wait,
funny when
oh.
you're doing it.
I love it.
And I'm laying low.
Alright. So you're making way with a steel bar and a stack of wood. You've been up in this tree for about 20 minutes and nothing has happened.
Okay, are any of the figures below moving around or...
Oh, all sorts of movement in the orc camp.
Okay, I want to keep watching. What about the dark-skinned person thingy?
Still there where they were.
Freak.
Are they doing anything?
Not really. It looks like they're doing something, but you can't tell from that distance.
Okay, can I tell if it's drow, dragonborn?
It's a dark-skinned humanoid figure that's smaller than orcs.
Question.
Answer.
Maybe. I'm gonna get yelled at, but would she be able to see said person's horns?
Not from where she is. She's 30 feet in the air.
Okay, fair. Fair.
It would be like me on the roof trying to look in Darian's front yard.
Yeah?
Or
Close
backyard.
Close enough. So she can't quite make out details, but she knows that that is an odd-looking critter in comparison to all the other odd-looking critters.
Do I see that wolfy wolf doing anything weird?
No. You can't see anything over there.
He in the tree.
Okay, what are the half-orcs doing?
You don't know because you can only see orcs.
Or what are the...
They're moving about, doing things.
Okay.
You see that some of them just wandering around. You see some of them what looks like fighting. You see some of them just sitting around. It's
Are
just,
there any still passed out in this
No.
area? Darn it.
Speaking of which, you do manage to catch every so often an orc walk by the mess tent with a black eye or a busted, yeah.
Couple of missing teeth.
Well, they
Couple
all-
of extra missing
Okay.
teeth.
Alright, well, I'm going to stay up there until the hour is over.
Okay.
Because then I will have regained my chi and I can recast Pass Without Trace.
Okay. So you guys all of a sudden, or sorry, Navara and Vistra, all of a sudden Jack gets up, walks over to the main pole, one of the two main poles that hold up the mess tent, and you hear a loud clanging of metal. And you realize that you had missed that there was a large triangle hanging there, and he's calling everybody to mess.
Ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling.
You are interrupted in your light meditation
Crap.
as you hear the sound of metal being struck. Ding 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 ding.
So I have to start over?
No.
Nope.
Oh, okay, you.
You're doing a light rest as long as you're not
Yeah.
doing any activity.
Nope. I'm just
But you hear
relaxing
ding
and
ding ding
watching.
ding 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 coming from the direction of the camp.
Okay,
Come and
watch.
get it.
I just watch.
Dinner is prepared.
Lunch or dinner?
Dinner.
Lunch.
Winner.
Lunch.
You said dinner.
Technically, dinner just means the largest meal of the day.
Lunch.
Okay, I watch.
Yeah, right here during lunch.
Doing nothing.
So you guys watch as orc upon orc upon orc starts flowing in.
We'll look at Vistra. This is like a nightmare. Orc upon orc coming in, and there's no stop to it.
Ooh, do I have a little hairnet?
No.
Oh. But what if some,
Unfortunately, OSHA doesn't exist in this day and age.
what if my hair gets in the food?
Then we pick it out.
Ugh.
They're orcs.
That's a little unsanitary, isn't it?
You should see what goes into the food sometimes. that doesn't get picked out.
Oh.
And
It's
that's
boogers.
Bister
Ew.
gangs a little bit.
Alright,
I
you get to ladle out the soup. You get to ladle out the taters. I'm gonna take
French
the meat.
fried taters.
Ooh, I get a ladle.
I
Some
like
people
it.
call it a switchblade. I call it a Kaiser blade.
Okay.
Moving forward.
I like that show.
They call me Tiger Salad.
Moving
They
forward.
call me Tater Tot.
Hey dear.
You watch as everybody starts to get up and make their way toward the mess tent, while you're carrying a pile of lumber
With a piece
with
of
a
steel.
steel
on
ingot
top.
on top.
I go to where it's supposed to go.
Yep.
Is the Fletcher still there?
No, they've moved on.
Is he sitting at like a workstation?
They're very makeshift, but
Okay.
there are stations.
I know which one he was working at.
Yeah.
I dumped the whole pile on his workstation.
Okay.
And I put the steel ingot on his seat.
Okay.
Just to confuse him.
Yep. And then I head towards the mess tent.
Whoa. Throwing food on the floor.
Don't do that.
Good thing we have fuzzy vacuum cleaners.
Right.
Yes.
Alright.
Speaking of, they had dinner yet?
Climbing a tree.
Yes,
What
they
could
had
go wrong?
dinner and they got to go outside.
All right. The animals went out. You
Okay,
guys
perfect.
took a break.
Do you want those poppers?
Oh. Yeah, but not right now. Do you want me to put them in for you?
It's up to you.
So you guys watch as all
You
of
watch
these
them, I don't eat them.
orcs start piling in for
They take-
mess.
I think they take
And
15 minutes.
Mirren,
It's about time we were wrapping up.
you walk into the mess tent and you see Vistra and Navara ladling out food. You watch as Mirren starts to approach.
With a smile.
I'm gonna greet the orcs as they go by in Orcish.
You get quite a number of odd looks.
Odd or odd?
Odd, because they're ODD, not AWED. A bunch of odd looks, as most of them are trying to figure out how you know their language. Because orcs are not known to normally associate outside of their kind.
Unless it's creating a random half orc here or there.
Or destroying their city.
I'm gonna glare at you every once in a while.
I am trying to be as friendly and charming as possible.
You get a few smiles, you get one or two leers, and at least one of them gave you that smile that makes the inside of your brain go, no!
Do they do that with a
Like if we had cell phones, I'd be getting slipped a few numbers.
Oh, heck yeah.
Hexia?
Oh, heck yeah. And I mean, even one of them gives you that 1960s, how you doing?
Oh god.
I'm gonna start laughing when I
Is
see
he
that.
hitting on me? Ow!
You deserve that.
That's mine
No,
now.
that was pretty accurate.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. High five for that one.
Oh, fantastic.
As soon
We
as I
could
see her,
auction you off to the highest bidder.
after seeing that, I'm gonna just
Nope.
start laughing.
No.
Seeing the shiver go up her spine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna start laughing.
Bid starting at $5.
Better break that bid up.
I got 450.
You are smart. You know how to adult. We're starting that bid at about 3,000.
We are talking about Vistra, right?
$10,000.
Pennies.
250.
All right, moving forward.
Darren,
Mm-hmm.
you make your way to the front of the line.
As who's first? I bang my plate kind of. Psst, it's me, your friend.
I very slowly.
I give him the smallest amount of potatoes
I-
possible.
I make sure she knows I'm stomping my foot.
Ooh,
Oh, we know it's
roll me a dexterity.
you. I'm giving him the smallest amount of potatoes I could possibly can get away with.
6.
As you go, dunk, 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 I'm your friend, you feel a check.
Of course.
And it is a solid one. Catches you completely out of left field. And as she slowly pours the slop onto your tray,
Slop.
you find yourself face first into it.
Oh no!
Who did it?
As you turn to look over your shoulder, you see the orc that was directing you on which pile to grab your wood from.
Gibbsed you.
Mister looks a little terrified.
This guy's pretty decent. He stands over Mirren by about 4.5 inches. Probably outweighs him by 30 to 40 pounds. And looks like his diet consisted of rocks, as most of his teeth, with the exception of the tusks, look like they're ground down to jagged points.
What kind of look does he give Vistra?
Joe, high or low?
No, he doesn't give her a look. He is dead set on Mirren.
High or low?
Hi.
High.
Oh no. Oh no.
Boom!
Really hit.
No,
Really hit.
It's going down. I'm yelling timber. You better move.
That'd be a 9 to hit.
A 9 to hit?
Yeah.
You do hit
Okay.
him
Yep.
as he lifts his arm up, and you watch the tray just go brrrt around his forearm.
Oh god.
Are you gonna eat off that tray? And goes to push you aside.
I take his tray.
Oh no, please don't.
Roll me an opposed strength.
Please, something decent. Okay. 19.
19?
Yeah.
You are evenly matched.
Oh, of course.
You go to pull, and he just goes.
Yeah.
You're in. Come on.
You bet your tray.
Just bend it back.
Okay, I grab it and I try to bend it back.
As you do that, he walks in front of you.
I trip him.
I wish I could see all this from in my tree.
What's your strength modifier?
4.
4. He stumbles, but doesn't fall.
Okay. I wanted to know I did it.
He knows.
Okay.
And he's ignoring you now.
Yep. Okay, I give the tray.
I give him food without hesitation this time.
Like, take your food and go away. You're gonna kill me.
Now you come to Navarra.
I give him potatoes. You're gonna get killed, or get all of us killed. But it is a little entertaining.
They already tried once. I walk away.
Alright.
Oh boy.
So, you guys do manage to get your food after everybody else is dished out.
It's because we're girls.
Jack walks up to the both of you. I kept the better bits of meat for us. Come on.
Aww.
I'm gonna high five this one.
As you guys walk behind the mess tent. And you guys have a little bit slightly better meal than the rest of everybody else.
Sweet. Hey, I'll help out in the mess tent all the time then.
You manage to finish the rest of your meal unaccosted, but not without many a dirty look from the guy that you got into a scuffle with.
I share them all.
The hour has passed for you,
Okay.
and
Still mad about me talking to him in orc?
you notice
A
that
little bit.
people are starting to disperse from some larger.
The fact that he gave us
Well,
some
no,
of the best
you just
meat.
notice that it's very quiet in there, with only a couple of orcs milling about now.
Okay. I am going to recast my Pass Without Trace.
Mhm.
And I am going to make my way down the tree carefully unless I see someone milling about the bottom of the tree. I also
don't
have-
see anybody down below.
Okay. I also do have slow fall, so if I slip, I should...
Good to know.
Okay.
Athletics.
please. Oh, shoot.
It's giving you a soul fall.
Yeah, I shouldn't have jinxed myself. That's a 3.
Yeah, you take your feet off the branch,
I blame chat.
go to wrap your feet around the tree to get yourself a stable position, and realize that you can't maintain your footing on this, as there's very little to grab onto that doesn't hurt, as this isn't a smooth tree. This
Right.
is a very rough bark, and it feels like you have splinters.
So it's more like a pine tree.
Yeah, very much.
But can I at least
And you
like
fall.
get branches?
And you fall.
Well, I'm dead from that height. Possibly. Well, no, 30 feet. Just kidding, I'm not dead.
You
I'm
might
far
have a
from
broken
dead.
arm.
I have slow fall, but I'm not going to use it.
I use slow fall.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know I had to use slow fall.
You have to.
oh.
You have to let me know.
I slow fall.
There we go. Because you can actually opt to not slow fall.
I
don't know why you would
slow.
want
Water.
Well,
Oh, fair enough.
oh yeah. Okay.
And you get down to the bottom without much more incident.
I quickly try to scurry to a bush and stealth because I'm sure that wasn't quiet.
Roll me a stealth.
Oh, thank God, that's better. 26.
Okay. I need.
Yeah. So it's 17 plus my roll between my stealth and pass without trace.
I now need.
So I don't have to roll super well.
You'll have to forgive me,
crap. Are you gonna kill me?
as I don't have. There you go. The appropriate minis for all of this.
I just got captured. Maybe I can run away.
All right. From Alexis's position, I need this guy. One,
Oh my gosh.
2 squares ahead of her.
This way?
South of her.
Losers. Bubby.
I need another one from almost directly in front of you. There's a large clearing. No, to the north. Keep coming. And then to the west a little bit. Right about there, put him.
Okay, I thought that was a hippo for a minute. Like,
I want the hippopotamus.
okay, man.
And then
They're
regret-
actually
just on
very
the
mean.
just on the outside of the
I regret saying that.
just on the edge of the clearing.
Here?
Toward Angela, 4 squares, I think.
Foursquare.
Yep, right there.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
And then place the wolf itself right about where the stage was.
Oh.
Yeah, right about there. None of them seem to notice where you are,
Okay.
But they know you're there.
but they all are sniffing about.
Okay. I want to try and circumvent puppy number Brown
You're
Okay.
getting it.
around
I don't
that
think
way
that
and
makes you
keep
happy.
heading that way. But I'm only moving like 20 feet at a time. I'm moving stealthy and quiet.
Okay.
Oh, this way?
But I mean, I'm gonna go like,
She's gonna go off the map.
yeah, like 2 towards you and then over 2. And I'm gonna very,
You towards me and then over to.
yes.
So right there.
And I mean, I am moving at a snail's pace.
Uh-huh. Alright, we're gonna have some fun here.
Oh, crap. I'm trying, you guys.
Starting with the silver one right in front of you, Darian, have it move diagonally toward you 3 squares.
Color number dozer silver.
There you go.
I hate you all so much.
The black one on the edge, move it 1 toward Angela. And the brown one next to Alexis, have it move right on top of her.
Oh no. Don't move. Don't lift your leg. Don't lift your leg. Don't lift your leg. I am like barely breathing.
And he is actually just kind of pacing right where he is. Watching that spot, that clearing. You hear a growl start to emanate from the throat of this wolf
That's right on top of me.
that is right next to you.
I am going to use my mage hand again and have it like just rustle some bushes like that way, like diagonal towards the silver puppy, but off that way too.
So we go over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I am not moving.
It starts to walk that direction. Move it down the map 4 squares.
And then I'm gonna keep going that way.
Okay.
How far?
Which way is that way?
Towards Sam.
How far?
Yes, 40. Or 20, right? Because I'm stealth, I can only move half.
Okay.
Because I can see all the tents and stuff now, right?
Nope.
No? Too thick?
Yep.
Okay. Oh my gosh, this is terrifying. I don't want to die.
Move the black one 4 more squares towards Angela.
Oh my gosh, bad puppy.
Okay. Now what?
This is the worst game of hide and seek ever. I quit.
Now what?
You brought yourself here.
I am going to move 20 more towards you.
You're going to be off the map in just
Okay.
a moment.
3 towards you and then 1 towards Patrick. Yeah.
You cannot see anything going on in the camp from here.
It's alright. I'm getting a feel. My initial plan was to get a feel for how big the camp was. And I feel like between climbing up in the tree and doing this, I'm getting that.
Move it east 3 squares.
Which one?
Black one.
East is towards
This way.
Shark and Gas.
West 3 squares.
Yep.
Then. West 3 squares.
Okay.
Then. So she was correct. Because I pointed and said east
Right.
at the same time.
So I was confused.
East? I thought you
Said
east.
West.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm gonna
Move
move
east in a westerly fashion.
15 feet this way
15, yeah.
15 feet.
towards yeah. That should leave me still on the edge of the trees, right?
You've been in trees this entire time.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't think I'd have to draw trees all the way to the edge of the map because you go off the map.
No, I meant like there's a clearing in front of me though, from what I'm seeing. So I want to wait and then scurry through the clearing the next time I can move.
Okay. The silver one is now going to make its way 1 square towards the south,
This
or
one?
3 squares south.
This one. Which silver one?
That one's gray. The big one's gray.
Big one's right. This one?
Yep.
How many south?
So 3 squares south. The brown one is going to go diagonally toward Angela 4 squares. The one in front of Angela is going to go toward Darian 2 squares.
Oh, this is not good. They're surrounding me.
Not really.
Okay, my internal radar is tingling. Like, maybe I'm not as hidden as I think I am. Alright, I am going to move 5 feet towards Ange and then 15 feet towards.
Right?
Yes. Can I hear anything or see
Oh yeah,
anything?
you can hear lots of stuff from there. You're very close to the camp.
No.
You're very close to the camp from what you can tell.
Okay.
And through the clearing that you can see here, you see a very large tent and then
Okay.
a handful of smaller tents. From the large tent, you see a figure
don't.
crawling underneath
My skin.
the wall of the tent into it.
What kind of figure?
A very raggedy looking figure.
I want to use my awakened mind to speak to it.
It stops.
I see you. I can help.
How to Make Things Worse, a guide written by Gabrielle.
If you want me to help, move your foot or something.
He disappears into the tent.
There's something in my head!
I can't. Shoot, I can't because now I can't see him.
Nope.
You're in this bubble?
Yes.
Yeah, the figure disappears into the tent. All you could tell is it was a dirty looking humanoid creature covered in rags.
That doesn't help me. What a gross looking person. I'm gonna move 20 towards you. Okay. And then I'm going to just kind of carefully watch
Slightly disappointed in you.
and see if I see anyone else
Your mug is on
slinking
the counter,
around.
but you're not using it. Your mug is on the counter.
I forgot where I said it.
It's on the counter.
It's on the counter.
Yeah, I had forgotten where I said
The
it.
counter is where it exists.
The silver one on the edge of the map, move it toward Patrick 3 squares. The brown one, move toward the silver one 2 squares. The black one, move 3 squares diagonally towards Sam.
Boom, boom.
Oh my gosh! It's like right by my butt.
It's with a tuck
And
And I'm not moving. I'm not moving.
I'm not breathing.
I'm also not rolling well. It's your turn.
Mr. Grey Wolf hasn't moved at all.
I
No,
was
he's pacing right there.
gonna say,
He's waiting for a signal from his lackeys.
if I move, even though I'm stealthed, but if they hear me, they get mage hand back that way 30 feet, just rustle some
Jimmy's.
like bottom branches, scratching the dirt a little bit.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. I'm gonna have
But
it.
I should rephrase that. The wolf by you doesn't move.
I'm gonna have it like
Its ears do one of these numbers.
smack the ground.
It doesn't move. It's sniffing around there.
I'm not gonna move, and I'm just gonna wait and see if he moves, and have the mage hand smack the ground, moving back that way, so it sounds like something is moving.
All you watch is the ear twitch. The head turned, and then it started sniffing this area.
Okay, I'm not gonna move because he shouldn't be able to smell me, and I'm not gonna move. I'm not gonna move. I'm not gonna move. I'm not gonna move.
It moves 1 square north. The brown one
Yep.
moves toward Patrick 4 squares.
Boing, 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 boing.
And the silver one moves towards the gray one 1 square.
Diagonal.
Diagonally.
Yeah, that's a tarp.
It's a tarp. It's a tarp. It's a tarp. It's a tarp.
I am going to mentally just pray. If you can help me distract these wolves, I'd be really grateful, but I understand your hands might be kind of tied. Do I see any of my friends?
Roll a perception.
Okay.
Say, because at this point she might be able to see.
20.
Outside the tent.
Yes, you do. You actually see two of your friends.
Yeah,
You see Naivara and Vistra sitting at a makeshift table
How far are they?
with an orc.
45 to 50 feet.
With an orc.
5, 10, 15, 20, 20. If I go diagonal,
5, 15, 20, 25, 30.
okay, so who's the silver one? Vistra? So with Awakened Mind, I can talk to Vistra. She's just within range.
Okay.
One of the 5 people you won't freak out doing that.
Right.
Don't react.
Ah!
We are tying you up and gagging you next session.
Me?
Yes.
Oh.
But he's supposed to DM next session.
Yeah.
Do we have...
Anywho.
don't react. I snuck into camp, but there's a wolf that's almost on top of me, and I describe its location. Can you distract it or get it a little bit away so I can move? He's almost on top of me.
Can I see the wolf from where I'm at?
Roll a perception.
Persephone. Ah.
P.S. I'm glad you're alive.
Nope.
It's a, I'd probably look and go, what are you doing? And Sylvan, because I'd see her looking
Roll an
around.
insight.
Well, I mean, she's just.
Roll an insight.
Roll an insight.
Pretend you have to poop. I don't know. Think of something.
25.
Yeah, there is something that crossed her face that's
You
not
detected hinkiness.
normal.
Yeah, I'm
But the most you can tell is she's definitely trying to keep a straight face.
You're 35 feet away, so I can't.
Naivara, do you remember that time when
What language are you speaking?
Yeah, that's very important.
I'm speaking common?
Okay.
So I don't want the orc to think something's up.
I mean, he's hard to speak, so though.
Yes, but still.
Fair enough.
Do you remember that time when that one weird monk that we knew freaked out that gorilla?
Uh-huh.
How did she do that?
Beats me.
Wah wah.
No, like that. I don't know.
She's actually the only one in the group that it has never happened to.
What?
And she's
Yeah, so-
5 feet out of my range.
Like, I'm literally looking
Okay.
at you like, I have no idea.
Well, do you remember when
Is the other wolf moving at all? Because he's
I'm
out.
dealing with these two
Oh,
first.
sorry.
Remember when she tried to, crap, now I can't think of an example. Yay. You know how I can, you know that one thing I can do where I can hear people's thoughts?
You can hear people's thoughts?
I can, it's really
That's-
cool sometimes.
I think that'd be annoying.
Well, I have to use a spell.
I know.
Would I know that you can do that?
Yeah, I've used it before.
Would I know that's what you're doing, though?
If she's told you about it,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. I couldn't remember if you told me about it or not.
But the thing with the gorilla, it was like that, but reverse.
Okay.
So that weird monk person we knew
Yeah.
could do that, but reverse.
That's weird.
Yeah. So
This is going about as well as that diplomacy check when you guys are in the mountains.
Can I get you to move the silver wolf 2 squares diagonally left and toward you and toward Ange?
This way.
Thank you. I need
Well-
the brown one to move diagonally toward and 3 squares.
Boink, boink, boink.
And I need the black one to move 1 square diagonally toward Darien.
Well, you know how
Move the gray one toward you, Patrick.
Boink.
2 more.
I would like to move 15 feet that way,
Which way is that way?
towards Patrick.
Okay. You
And
are
then-
now very much capable of seeing the back of the mess tent and quite a number of other tents. There are a lot of orcs moving around, and you see a very large tent.
Okay, I want to try and hide as best as I can where I am.
so
I'm close enough. Go ahead.
Yet so far away.
Navara, please don't react.
Alright, I need you to roll me a wisdom save.
Well, considering
17.
17. You managed to maintain your composure.
with the little bit of slightly advanced warning.
Yeah, I was gonna say Vistra just was talking kind of about it.
Right.
I had to get close enough to talk to you. I'm in the woods, but there's wolves looking for me. I have no idea where it's safe. They're gonna find me soon. The thing is hidden well.
I'm still looking at Vistra, so.
Do I
talked to
see-
her too.
Can you, out of
You
character
cannot
question,
respond.
can you do more than one person at once?
No, I have to go back and forth.
Okay.
I saw some scraggly guy in rags sneaking into that tent.
I need you to roll a dexterity save.
Shoot! From what?
You're about to find out.
Oh gosh, I might have failed that. That was only an 11.
I gotta double check this.
From what?
Well, the spell is called Finger of Death.
Do you have 100 hit points or more?
I almost
No,
do.
but I might have murder on my mind.
I'm still looking at Vistra. The weird monk friend.
I got 99 problems, but health ain't one.
That's right.
That weird monk friend, that's kind of odd that they can do that.
Yeah, it is really odd that they can do that.
So
That would freak me out too.
you.
If that thing were to
If I
happen
was-
to me.
Yeah, looking right at you.
I
I
had a
need a
good feeling.
perception. I need a perception from Vistra and Navara.
I mean, I'm in the mess tent too.
You're not behind the nest.
Yeah, because
Meeting-
remember we got the
Actually, go ahead and roll a perception.
I was gonna say I got eagle eyes.
we got
And
the
it's
good
not so
food.
much the eagle eyes.
And
We
keen
got the good-
sense.
We got the good meat.
This is a listening one.
Well then, do I get advantage on that?
You have keen sense.
Yeah. 16.
Vistra,
15.
13.
13. Yeah. You hear it, and you two watch. Because you have no choice. As soon as this happens, it's instinctual to go, huh?
Oh no.
Hey, Navara, put that behind Aloxus.
Oh
Oh god.
no. Oh god.
Just do it.
Behind
Like,
towards me?
by Ange.
It's right here.
Oh, my gosh!
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
That's why I looked and went, oh no.
As you feel the ground erupt.
Because you used magic.
No.
No?
You feel the ground erupt, and you have just enough time to scoot to the side so you aren't knocked prone as the ground bursts. You two watch as this large creature made of stone rises up from the ground, bursting from the earth. You hear the sound of something bursting forth from the ground.
So it's a very familiar sound. I sighed.
And you hear a howl.
No, of course.
And then in a booming voice, it seems that our visitor is here.
Not today, Satan. I'm running. Like I am gone.
Where are you running to?
The hills.
That way.
Outstanding. I get an attack of opportunity.
Yes, you do.
Why did you
I
come
need
back?
you to roll in athletics.
That I can handle.
Why did you come back?
What did you roll?
18.
Outstanding. As you go to run, this gigantic set of two stone hands reaches out and grabs you,
Bless you.
just like it did Garnet, as it picks you up off the ground.
Hellish Rebuke.
It didn't cause any damage. All it did was grab you.
I stand up and get closer.
You don't have to get very close. As you watch an earth elemental holding a Loxus walk toward the encampment.
I say loudly enough, why did you come back? Visible disappointment.
Because you don't split the party, and I was making life difficult for the DM.
But she was trying to help us.
I thought you were all dead.
Surprise!
Well, it seems we have one big party for tonight. I hope it goes better than the concert that this little dwarf lady put together.
Hey, that was pretty good.
Can I?
Yes, but I had to pick up the mess.
It's not her problem.
Can I opposed grapple or anything?
Not right now.
Because let me guess.
Move it 10 feet closer. And we are going to pick up next time.
Ah!
I want to thank everybody for watching. I also want to send a shout out to our local gaming store, Double Danes, saying thank you to Ben and everyone there for supplying much of the stuff that we use for our D&D game. Thank you all for watching, and we will catch you next time with the adventures of Loromir.
2 weeks from now. Next week is mine.
Next week will be Band of Wanderers, The Chronicles of Iblis.
Yes.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.